What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Scores! He did it again!
I just killed him. Before the game, I just killed John Madden because of a stink bomb.
Split special teamers, and now Brown is off to the races. Hurdles, kicks him in.
Giants are coming off a worse week than Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, that was the most exciting thing to happen tonight.
Game's over. Game is finally fucking be over.
Ed, you got to turn your mic on. I think. Got his hand on the button.
And now, our feature program.
Hey, guys. How you doing tonight?
What's that, Travis?
Not too bad. We're only 15 minutes late, but the draft started late, so we're good to go.
Absolutely, we are. We're a little light, too, with one person missing.
Well, we'll be joined by Jeremy in a little while. I guess he's busy doing dad things because, that's how us people do.
Well, he did say that he had his in-laws coming in?
Yeah, his in-laws were supposed to be showing up because, they randomly show up because they're only down in Florida, and it's like a 7-hour ride.
Only 7 hours.
What part of Florida are they at? Do you know?
I don't know exactly. I think they're much further east. I think they're over by Disney because they ended up with a season pass, I think, to Disney or something like that.
Okay, cool. Cool.
So they go down there. Mo takes the kids down there a ton. But they also have pictures of the ocean a lot, so they're probably on the ocean somewhere. I don't know where.
Well, that's pretty much all of Florida, except for where I am.
Yeah, all of Florida has beaches. You can usually
Florida has the East Coast and it has the Gulf Coast. So
yeah, I've been on the Gulf Coast, and I like that a lot better than I've been on both sides. Mm-hmm. When we went down to visit Gail's cousins for a wedding, we were on the Atlantic side, and that was cold water. Where I know at the exact same time that year, it would have been super nice, warm bath water on the Gulf Coast.
And the Gulf Coast tends to have the white sands too.
Yeah,
and the emerald waters, and yes, gorgeous beaches in the Gulf Coast of Florida. Absolutely. So how are we working on this mock draft? I mean, are you watching it? Because I'm not.
So I
was trying to, and I think it was kicking me off of the computer earlier.
That's why I was kicking you off.
I think.
Well, it's on ABC, but I have it through an antenna, so it's like almost basically live. Buzz is coming through my computer through the antenna. But it looks
Are we assuming that Trayvon Walker will be the first one off the board?
I don't know. It's Jaguars have the first pick. The pick is in, and I don't have Jeremy or Nate on the Twitters to tell us who it is. But it looks like
they both need defensive, right? So it's either him or Hutchinson, right?
It's
either
one of the two. They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
They are okay. So
yeah.
I don't know much about the guy Hutchinson. Where's he from? Not Missouri. Michigan.
That team up north, yes.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. All
right, let's see the draft. The pick is in.
It says Trayvon Walker.
Of course it is.
With the first pick in the 2022 NFL draft.
Okay, do you
the Jacksonville
see? It's just really weird. This is a really weird draft for me. Mostly because
it is Trayvon Walker. So, what do we know about Trayvon Walker from Georgia?
He's a beast.
He's a beast. Like what kind of beast? He's an offensive lineman, I think it is.
He's a defensive end. He's the second ranked, second best defensive end behind Aiden Hutchinson, who Aiden Hutchinson was a Heisman finalist. But I mean, Trayvon Walker, basically, yeah.
Do you think Trayvon got picked over Hutchinson for the Jaguars? Because I'm not familiar with the Jaguars' defensive line right now, but
it's pretty bad.
Because Walker is more of an interchangeable player between like an edge rusher and a end and things of that sort? Or is it because maybe they already have their edge rusher in because if they're interchangeable, why would they pick Walker over Hutchinson?
Maybe it's a fit thing, a personality fit or something. Yeah. Because according to what I'm pulling up on ESPN, his 2021 NCAA football stats, he had 12 tackles and a sack and a half.
Walker did.
Yeah, which to me.
But that means he's not rushing there. He's a run stopper.
Yeah, more
he's
likely.
a run stopper.
He's pretty much a coverage guy. It's not like he's the guy that pretty much seals that edge.
He plays
Okay, so
defensive
you're not
end, but
gonna-
he doesn't
okay.
rush the QB. He just basically doesn't let anybody outside of him.
Yep.
Which can be needed in this league because we all know how often teams now are rushing a QB outside, or how often they're like doing end arounds all of a sudden. It seems like we're getting end arounds constantly now.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey,
Hi,
Jeremy's
Jeremy.
here.
And just so everyone's tracking, according to the DraftCast on ESPN, the pick is in on the Lions.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's on same on the TV. All right, I do need to go grab alcoholic beverages and
You're in a
Hi.
room. You're in a room today.
yes, I am in a room. Can you tell me which room? You know, because the shades in all the rooms look completely different.
Yeah, exactly
bathroom?
the same.
Nope.
No, the bathroom's echo in his house for some odd reason. So I am guessing he's in the toy room.
I am in the playroom,
Yes.
but I do have the TV on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna presume that Detroit is gonna be taking Hutchinson because he
Oh,
was
yeah.
a finalist
He's
for the Heisman, and
Yeah.
I mean,
I
don't
don't
see them
see them
taking-
going. Yeah.
like Gardner or they're going defense.
Yeah, he's got to be the next pick off the board. Detroit, Michigan. He's a Michigan guy, and as much as I hate this dude just because he's from Michigan, he is the best defensive end probably in the country. I mean, he put All-American offensive tackles, from Ohio State on their back for 4 quarters.
Yeah, I'm familiar who he is. I'm just not familiar with the need of Detroit. And is Detroit? I mean, they need everything. It seems.
Yeah, they pretty much need everything, but it's like according to ESPN, what they have them listed as, they need a quarterback, a defensive end, a safety, and it just updated on my end. And the Detroit Lions have selected Aiden Hutchinson out of Michigan.
NFL Draft.
Here's the
Okay.
announcement right
Well-
now.
The Detroit Lions.
Well, if that was their needs, it made sense because there was no one.
Defensive end,
You said a quarterback.
I don't think there's anybody that you would, other than
Yeah, I'm
him,
saying
that you
there
would
was no one
go
else.
that high. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else. You have to, if you need an end and you need the rest of those positions, and he's available, you grab him. You might grab him whether you needed him or not.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was pretty.
So
Now
Aiden,
gets
you were
the-
right. Aiden Hutchinson is off the board. The Detroit Lions picked him because you guys are talking over it.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I think Chris is ahead of you by about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think the website's updating before the actual show.
Yeah, well, that's the way it usually is. That's how Jeremy was getting all his Twitter information before we were even, because Twitter knows, and then once Twitter knows, ESPN knows, and
Gotcha.
it's one of
And
those
Okay,
things.
so-
just so we are tracking, the Lions do have another pick in the first round. They have the 32nd pick.
Yes.
Well, here's my question for you all. Do you think there's going to be a trade or movements happening in the top 10?
In the top 10, no.
No, I don't think so.
But I would say I wouldn't be surprised if the Pats do what they normally do and trade out of the first round, because that's what they're famous for.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Dolphins ain't drafting them. They ain't drafting for anything in the first 2 rounds. So woo. So I'm actually here as a football fan. So
So
And we
just
did no
inter-
updating on our draft night page because Chris was busy this week.
right.
This week has been a shit show.
Oh, I understand. I've been dealing with the same stuff too.
So, real quick, I think it's important to note that the teams that have multiple picks in this first round, the Jets have the number 4 and number 10 pick. The Giants have the 5 and 7 pick.
Mhm.
Let me see here. Who else? Houston has the 3 and 13 pick.
Wow.
The Saints have the 16 and 19 pick. The Packers have the 22 and 28 pick.
They won't be
This-
reaching for a wide receiver.
And the Chiefs have the 29th and 30th pick. See
Well,
if I missed anybody else?
You know what I'm seeing is, from the looks of it, to be like one of the top picks in the NFL, your family has to look good. Period. They have to be. You have to have cute sisters. You have to have like normal, like good-looking brothers. And a good-looking mom and dad. You can't have like fugly parents.
Well, you know,
I've
so I'm
noticed
looking at
that
one of
over
these
the
draft
years.
picks, one of these mock drafts earlier, right? And I was noticing how the Giants had 5 and 7, and I think it was Carolina had the pick in between number 6. And they had Giants picking Gardner at 5, and they had the Giants picking.
The Texans pick is in.
It is.
Okay. And they had I can't remember who it was, an offensive lineman for number 7. But it would seem that Evan Neal from Alabama is probably the best offensive lineman out there. So because if they're both going to pick an offensive lineman, wouldn't Giants pick the offensive lineman, the better one, first, and then pick up their cornerback from Cincinnati at 7? Because Carolina's going to pick an offensive lineman. They're either going to pick Neal or that other guy.
Possibly. I've seen some things where they're talking about for Carolina. There's rumor that they may go for Malik Willis, the quarterback out of Liberty, because they think if they don't take him, that he may be taken in the first before their next pick.
They're predicting a quarterback to be picked in the first 10 picks.
That's the rumor that Carolina could do that. Carolina is notorious for. They're like the Bears. They're notorious for screwing up draft day.
Well, I'm thinking if I want a quarterback, and I know Malik Willis is Willis.
Hey Amanda, how you doing tonight?
I know he's a good quarterback, but no one else probably needs him outside of maybe. Does Atlanta have a top 10 pick?
I don't think Atlanta has a pick.
The issue is Carolina doesn't pick again till the 3rd round or the 4th round.
And
I'm saying Carolina could trade back out of that spot to maybe 17 or 18 and still be available.
Well, no, because then you go behind the Saints in Seattle.
Okay. And Atlanta too, right?
Yeah.
And so Atlanta, like the prediction for Atlanta right now is Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State, the receiver. That's the prediction right now. We'll see what happens. Because the Atlanta just signed Mariota too, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, the first 2 picks came and went really fast.
The 3rd pick is in.
They just haven't announced them yet.
Yeah, it's going to be like that. You know, if they're getting them in quick like this, they're going to have to, because they've already got this kind of planned out time-wise. They're going to start postponing stuff. And
yeah, they need to talk about each player for so long.
Whoa.
What?
Just wait for it.
The 3rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft.
Texans.
The Houston Texans select Derek Stingley Jr.
Derek Stingley
Defensive
Jr.
back, LSU.
Cornerback out of LSU.
Oh, LSU, yeah.
Wow, he went early.
Well,
yeah.
He was going to be a top 10.
Yeah, I just didn't see him going that high, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jets come up next, so yeah, Jets probably would have snagged him if he was still there.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised no offensive linemen have went yet.
We were just discussing that. The offensive lineman, Neal, best offensive lineman in the country, Alabama. And we got 2 teams I know of.
If anybody
Carolina
needs him,
and both Giants, both in Carolina, they both need an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And I saw something that had Carolina picking a cornerback first, and then Neal going to Carolina, then the Giants picking up the next offensive lineman.
So right now, the Jets need an offensive tackle.
Yeah,
and the number 1 rated offensive tackle is Akem Ekwonu from NC State. He's the number 1 overall rated.
I heard there was some health issues with him.
I haven't read that, but
I heard this afternoon when I was driving home that I think that's who they were talking about, that a bunch of GMs or whatnot, their staff has him as a C+ health grade.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, which is not good.
No. But that's how the Pats ended up with a freaking offensive lineman that we need to get rid of, and like they keep re-signing.
Mm-hmm.
The other person that could potentially
I'll be right back, guys. I need beer.
All right. The other person that could potentially go to the Jets over Ekwonu, because they do need a defensive end, is Thibodeau out of Oregon.
You think Thibodeau will go that high?
He's predicted a top 10 pick.
I'm surprised.
He's like behind Hutchinson and Walker. He's the next best.
Well, I get that, but I mean, we're talking about the Jets. The Jets needs everything, so I figure the Jets will pick best available player at this point in time. So possibly Neal, possibly
And that's the thing. Which do you value higher, your offensive tackle or your defensive end? Right? Like to me, it's your tackle. You need. To
I would think so too.
But do they see the value? Do they think, okay, we can pick up somebody just as good? Because a lot of these offensive tackles, especially, there's maybe one or two that might be like high level. The rest of them are fairly comparable, I think.
Well, yeah, they've said that between like the from 6 on to like 50, almost all these players are interchangeable with each other. So
exactly.
So that tells me that the Jets, who need almost everything, and no trade has been made so far for them to pick up Debo, which probably won't happen. But if it does, that's one thing. But
Debo's not being traded. I told you this last week,
and it's still being talked about. So,
well, apparently the Niners have I didn't read the article, but apparently they released what it would take to get Debo, and it's so astronomically high. No team's probably going to go for it. Unless
Miami would.
Jones in the Cowboys.
No, they asked for the moon and the sun and the rest of the solar system in the trade for him, and then you have to sign him.
But I'm going to go with that guy, the edge guy from Florida State, going to the Jets. I think it's going to be Johnny Johnson. Florida State guy, Johnson. Can't remember his name.
Is there no Google Doc for tonight?
No, nobody updated it, and Chris was busy all week, so he couldn't get his updated stuff.
Okay, I was gonna check and.
Who needs a Google Doc when we were just going over the draft?
So, Smitty, did you think more about my question?
I'm more impressed that the Jets have 3 minutes left. Oh, the pick is in finally with 3:09.
I did think more about your question.
Oh, I forgot to think about your question.
And yeah, exactly. That's
He didn't think
it might be 2000. It might be 2001.
That was Breeze and LT.
Yeah, there was more than that because I mean the draft. What was it? 2001, maybe 2007. Because
players?
you know all these great players in the drafts throughout the years, but that was it 2007. I mean, there were just so many big name drafts throughout the draft, not like the big name in the first round, but throughout it. But I think it was 2001 that I stayed on. But 1984 was, 83 was definitely
that's still gonna be your year.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I go with Marino.
Go with your Marino.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, who do we think the Jets picked up?
That's Johnson.
Someone that they don't need.
Somebody they don't need.
Iguanu.
Either
Iguanu or Thibodeau.
I don't think either of those are going that high.
Well, last week we have Evan Neal, an offensive tackle, was going to go first overall, and it ended up being a defensive end. So.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Evan Neal. That's the guy I'm wondering about. Does he actually go to the Giants, or is he going to go to Carolina?
Do you think he's
going to pick him first, or are they going to go with that Gardner guy first? Or any of them?
Well, since he was the number 1 rated offensive lineman in here for up until this week, maybe the Jets go with him, considering they were predicted to take an offensive tackle. So.
The picks in. Yep. They get 10 minutes each, right?
They get 10 minutes each, and then they're in a commercial right now, so we all know that takes longer.
That's 300 minutes. 320 minutes.
That's if they take all 10 minutes though.
Right.
It doesn't help that there's a 15-minute break in between each one.
Yeah, they give you commercial breaks and everything like that.
But I guess I can see why they give them 10 minutes between picks, especially the top, first round. Don't tell me they got.
Do they take the receiver?
They got Willis, didn't they? They got freaking Malik Willis.
With the 4th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, The New York Jets select.
Chris won't tell us.
Gardner.
Oh, I can tell you, but
Ahmad Gardner.
cornerback, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who. Oh,
So they took another. There's another defensive player off the board.
Well,
Top,
I mean,
top 4 picks are all defensive players. 2 corners and 2
like
ends.
Gardner, like he's good. I'm just surprised he went as high as he did. Like I was thinking like 7, 8, maybe
well,
9.
that's who this one guy was. That one list I saw where they thought Gardner was going to go number 5 to the Giants. He's
Apparently
gone
the
now.
Jets
So
just wanted to make sure
that's both cornerbacks gone. There's one safety left for defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
You
like
still
the
got
top,
your
the top
edge guy.
Yeah, but
I bet they picked up.
defenses-
I bet Nill's next. I bet Nill goes to the Giants next pick from Alabama. I will bet $1 on it.
Is this the first guy that's actually at the draft that got called?
No, the number 2 and number 3 were at the draft.
Oh, so
Number 1 was not actually at the draft. He was home with his family.
number 3 wasn't. I just saw number 3. He was at home.
Oh, yeah. So it's number 2 and number 4 have so far are.
Apparently, number 4 didn't know where he's going.
They never do. When they don't have handlers, they don't have a clue. He wasn't expected to go this high, so he doesn't have enough handlers.
No, he was expected a top 5.
I didn't think he was.
He was projected top 5 in a lot of mock drafts.
I know who's projected what I saw to go number 5 to the Giants.
He didn't allow a touchdown in his entire college career.
Well, when you only play one down, that happens. He did play for Cincinnati, and Cincinnati was a really good team against everyone except for real college teams. I mean, because they did make it to the championship games, right? They made it to the Final Four,
to the playoffs. Yeah.
Oh, and he was one of the main reasons they did. So, I think he's going to do outstanding. I hope he does do outstanding because he's going to have to cover. You got to cover my boy now, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
that's why I drafted him to
Yeah.
cover Tyreek Hill.
Oh, that's what the Northeast is gonna figure out. Well, I gotta play Tyreek Hill twice now a year.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta need somebody that can
He
keep up.
he
with
does not that this is comparable to Tyreek Hill, but he does run a 4.41 40.
Wow.
It is not comparable with Tyreek Hill, but he has an advantage as far as he can play off of him a little bit and catch him. As long as he don't get even, he gets even. He's leaving type deal. So and they'll probably bracket him with him covering that side of his field. He's a shutdown corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think
he was a
Hill
shutdown
would
corner
probably
in college.
put a safety over the top for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's just going to be. God, I hope Tua is just half as decent as the Tua supporters want him to be, and then we'll be fine. If he's as good as I think he is, we're fucked. But
the pick is in.
Okay.
That was quick.
I got $1 saying it's going to be Evan Neal. Anybody want to bet me? $1. I'm pretty much going to owe Jeremy, $1,000 here in about 4 years.
So you trying to pull $1 back at a time?
Yeah. He figures if he can
$1
try
at a time.
Yeah, if he can get a little bit back, that's better than nothing.
Yep.
Hey, Jeremy, are you logged into Twitter?
I am.
Okay,
You still have Twitter, even though Musk owns it now.
Did you like the thing I sent in the group chat?
I didn't know if you were watching for any kind of rumors about trades or anything.
Yeah, you were on top of that last year.
I feel like they because last year was a fully remote draft, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes, it was a full remote draft. But you and Nate were going off. You had the pick 30 minutes before anybody had it in. The Giants took no time on that.
They took over 6 minutes.
It was at 2:30 something.
So,
I got who it is. Who'd you think it was, Smitty?
I think it was going to be Evan Neal from Alabama.
You are wrong.
Ooh. So
that means they took I don't know, Johnson.
Nope.
Don't tell me they took Cross.
Nope.
I might cry if Garrett Wilson goes to him.
Nope.
That only kind of leaves like Willis.
Wait, do they need a?
They take Malik Willis.
Nope.
Do they need a safety?
Then they're reaching like a son of a gun.
Do the Giants
why?
need
But
a
they
safety?
they took that dude from Oregon, Kayvon Thibodeau.
You are correct, Smitty.
Okay. Because I was going to say it's either going to be Thibodeau or if they needed a safety, they may have.
You did say Thibodeau earlier, and I said that was too early. I cannot believe that's I guess they're not getting another. They were getting another pick and 2 more draft. Wow.
Yeah, they have 2 people between then.
They could have easily waited on him.
Yeah, because I was looking at him like if they need a safety, they may have taken Hamilton this early. I don't know.
Okay, it's not much of a reach, but I think it's
Here
reach.
we go again.
They,
19-year-old heart transplant guy whose favorite team is the Giants. He will make the pick.
For the New York Giants pick, I'm joined by Sam Prince, a lifelong Giants fan and Make-A-Wish kid.
That's kind of awesome, Wish.
Yep. He will be a lifelong Giants fan.
Sam is post-heart transplant.
Oh.
Feeling stronger than ever, as you can see.
That's cool. Can you guys hear that now that I've switched things?
Yeah, we can.
His wish
Cool.
to announce the Giants' first pick comes true. We hope this wish will be a turning point for Sam as he looks forward to being a sports broadcaster in the future. Okay, Sam, it's time to get your wish true, baby.
Thank you, Mr. Goodell. With the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Kayvon Thibodeau, defensive end, Oregon.
I think that's a little bit of a reach.
Yeah, I don't know if he should have gone that high.
Well, not when the Giants got another pick in 2 more things.
Well, the thing is, I think their theory is that if they're going a offensive tackle, they're at least getting one of the top 2.
That's true.
Right. So the question I guess they were worried about was if they would, because I thought they would have went with Neal, and I guess they were worried that Carolina would have picked Thibodeau. I guess is what they're thinking. So, and they don't think. I guess they needed Thibodeau more than they needed Neal. But for all I know, Neal might drop to the bottom 20. I doubt it.
So what do we know about Thibodeau? Is he any good or?
I mean, he's been consistent. I can tell you that much. He was one of the reasons when we lost to Oregon last year. He was one of those. He didn't play last against us. That's right. We lost to him without their best player. But he's a captain. I know that. And let's see here, Thibodeau.
Well, I know we had all the information on the picks at one point on one of our things.
I think so. Do we have it on the
stats?
I'm looking.
I'm pulling it right now off the thing. No, I don't care about.
Oh, that was the end of last year. That was all the stuff from last year. I gotta move that video thing.
Video killed the radio star. I have no idea why that popped up in my head. I think you were saying something.
That's
all right.
such an old reference.
2021 season stats: 35 solo tackles, 7 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Let's see here.
Pretty stout.
2020, 38 total tackles, 23 solo, 15 or 3 sacks. Sorry. No forced fumbles. I mean, he's been consistent, like between 25 and 35 solos, and then sacks anywhere. 2020 was his lowest one, but I think the Pac-12 played a really, really short season that year.
Yep.
And so in 2019 he had 9 sacks, 2020 he had 3, and then this last year he had 7. So he's pretty consistent.
That's
well, I mean, you mentioned him. Like you thought he actually might go. You thought he might go actually to the Jets.
Hmm.
That is crazy, Thibodeau.
So who do we think the Panthers are going to take?
I have no idea anymore. My last two picks just threw up my whole draft. I'm gonna go with Evan Neal. I'm saying Evan Neal until he comes off the board.
At this point, it's got to be either. The only thing I can see them taking this early is either a tackler or guard, or if they really are high on Malik Willis, taking Willis.
Well, if what you're saying is true about Willis, then yeah, I don't think he's gonna drop out of the top 10. And most, like Jeremy said, most of the main good defensive players are pretty much gone now. The ones that are worthy. Now it's going to be offensive. It's going to be running offensive.
Really,
line.
like the next best defensive player that you have is going to be Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame. And then Davis, he's a defensive tackle.
What's that dude out of Georgia? Wyatt?
No, that's Davis.
Carolina's kind of taking their sweet time in this next pick.
And then Jermaine Johnson, and then some corners and some linebackers. But
well, if a quarterback comes off, and we think it's going to be Willis, right? Malik. To maybe Carolina, maybe Atlanta, maybe Jets later on, or even the Giants or something. What's the other quarterback out of Pittsburgh? You think he goes in the top, the first round?
Yeah, I think if quarterbacks start coming off the board, I think Kenny Pickett's your number 2 quarterback off the board.
That's who his name
is. The Panthers have their pick in finally.
Yeah, Panthers pick has been in, and apparently it's not a quarterback. I had my thing mic'd. I'm sorry, or muted.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
That's okay. So the thing is, because we are advertising on YouTube, but we are delayed on YouTube.
Yes.
So I think as soon as one of you all know what the pick is, it should be announced.
Well, Jeremy, I think, is getting them quicker than I am.
Even though I did like how Travis had the audio, so that was kind of cool. I got picked that way.
Well,
of course, that'd be
I like that
2 minutes
Jeremy has it, and he's making you kind of.
Oh, okay. Who do you think they're taking? I got it in now.
Evan Neal.
Nope.
Smitty's not happy.
Garrett
now.
Wilson.
Nope.
Really?
If you say that one guy that Chris already said,
Ekwonu.
Yeah, that's
yes.
It is.
Oh, mother.
Panthers at number 6 are taking Ike Ekwonu.
Of course.
Wow, that's a good pick though. That's not rich at all.
I mean, he's the
top
number
10.
1 according to ESPN. He's the number 1 offensive tackle.
And he's from North Carolina State, so he's right up the street.
Very true.
Yeah, he probably visited a lot.
Well, there's rumors that if the quarterback from North Carolina State drops to their pick, to the Carolina's next spot, they're gonna get him, or they're gonna push for him if they have to try and trade up.
You talking to the dude from UNC, Howell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
you have an offensive lineman and a quarterback from the same team. I don't think it's the same magic as having a quarterback.
It's not the same team. It's
one's NC State and the other one's UNC.
Oh, it's just the same general.
They played against each other, so.
Well, apparently that quarterback from UNC, he had a really good freshman and sophomore year. This past year, it kind of dropped off, but he lost almost all his skilled players over the past 2 years.
I was about to say, the last 2 years, he's lost everybody.
Exactly. So some teams were thinking that maybe the drop off is because of the lack of people around him more than anything.
Interesting. So Neal's still on the board. That's okay, even though I think Neal was a better pick than whoever his name is, Ekwonu.
Ike Ekwonu.
But
so the Giants are back up, right?
Yes, that means they're going to get Neal. There it is. I said they were going to get Neal. They're going to get Neal.
I'd laugh if they took Hamilton.
No, they're gonna just take your boy from Ohio State, Wilson. Yeah, they're just gonna grab him.
I think if Wilson goes this high, he's gonna either go to Atlanta or he's gonna end up in Washington.
You don't think Seattle would want them or the Jets? Because I think they have picks coming up.
I mean, they could.
Soon as I see Goodell, don't worry, we'll get back on. We'll have him announce what Jeremy already told us what we're getting.
Yeah. Okay. So
spoiler alert.
So today on NFL SiriusXM NFL Radio, they were doing the top people ever drafted the top 32 picks, because at one point, till there's 32 teams, there wasn't 32 first round picks, so they did the top 32 people drafted, like at what spot. And some of the names they were coming up with were pretty interesting.
So what did they have?
Like in other words, like the top player that was drafted at number 27.
Exactly. All time.
And of all time, and it's probably someone who was like, who the hell is that guy?
Pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Ikem Ekwonu, tackle, North Carolina State.
Yeah,
well, it's official now that Goodell said it, but we already knew.
Now, this is taking place in Las Vegas, right?
This is in Vegas this year. So not only did they have the Super Bowl last year and the Pro Bowl where Kamara got arrested.
Yes.
But they had this year. They also had the draft, and everybody was like, just because you get a new stadium, you get all three. That's not how that should work.
They had a drum of interest, and that's the thing is, do you really have to drum of interest for the NFL when they move a team? I mean, do you?
Well,
you just don't.
maybe not that team, but because it's not that far from Oakland, people can make the drive from Oakland to the games.
Well, the issue is that they have a lot of money intertwined now with gambling, which is why they are coming down so hard on the Atlanta Falcons receiver for that parlay he made, even though he wasn't participating, because they have deals with DraftKings. They get a cut of all that stuff, so they fully embedded themselves with the gambling aspect now. So in other
words, they said, okay, we're gonna. So the gambling place like, well, then you bring everything over here.
Well, so they move it every year now. So they want.
Well, yeah, but they wanted all three of them.
Well, the Super Bowl was in L.A. It wasn't in Vegas.
Oh yeah, next year it's in Vegas, or this year coming up it's in Vegas. I can't remember which.
Well, no, last year it was in Vegas, but it was the minimal attendance because of the COVID.
Oh yeah, yep. Because people didn't know, like, they were like, so you're selling tickets for an outrageous amount, but it's how many tickets can we actually sell? And
okay, I'm not sure if this is true.
Who we getting this information from?
The Giants' next pick.
Oh, Evan Neal.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Who's announcing that, Jeremy? Who's that per?
I don't know. I'm scrolling still. I saw it pop up once.
But that just means I cannot believe Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State is still on the board though, because he's the edge player. He's been picked up. What am I thinking?
Well, maybe he's gonna go to the Dolphins. Maybe he told all of them he wouldn't sign unless it was to the Dolphins, so that way he could stay in Florida.
That's a far drop. That's like 102. He will not drop that far.
See, I think this is why the Giants took Thibodeau at number 5, because they knew he was the top on the board at that position. But all the 3 top offensive tackles that were still all good were
Giants
there. So they figured worst case scenario is they had the second ranked tackle. But according to their board, it may have been their first ranked.
That's true.
Because Thibodeau was kind of a far step above his next closest, wasn't he?
Well, according to what Chris said, but I thought well, yeah. Well, no. Thibodeau, what position that guy play again? I know defensive.
Defensive tackle, endish.
Yeah. So, but I thought that guy from the guy from Mississippi State. He's like a sophomore. I thought he was the highest. Wait, no, that's an offensive lineman. Never mind. Yeah. There you go. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. There's no one left. There's no good players. I don't know any of the rest of these players. I know Williams from Alabama.
Okay, so Chris, question for you: was Thibodeau ranked a lot higher than the next closest player at his position?
I think so. So Thibodeau, the next highest defensive end is ranked 8 right now, and he was, I think, what, 3 or 4 overall?
Yes.
Okay, Jeremy
right.
Johnson.
That's where they're ranked right now.
But Jeremy Johnson, I thought, was ranked higher than Thibodeau, and he's the guy from Florida State.
All right, Chris, the Giants took Neal.
No, he's taken 8. Or Jermaine Johnson is 8.
Out of all the edge rushers?
No. Give me a second.
All right.
He was 4th. He was right behind Thibodeau.
Oh, okay.
Either one. Let's see.
Oh, not yet. They're still playing the band and whatnot. I'm keeping an eye on everything while you guys are talking.
I was gonna say, it just popped on ESPN.
Yeah, here he is.
7th overall.
With the 7th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Evan Neal.
Yep. Evan Neal is officially off the board.
There
Well, I
you
mean,
go.
technically, I only picked him the 2 times before that. I only picked him to go to the Giants, and then I picked him to go to Carolina. So he did go to the Giants. He just went the 2nd pick and not the first one.
He's a big man.
He's
like,
a huge.
not fat big, but he's just a big man.
Who
you
is
don't want
Garrett
him on the
Wilson?
opposite side of you.
Garrett Wilson is a receiver out of Ohio State.
Yes.
Apparently there's a bunch of thought that they're going receiver here
And
at Atlanta.
From what I
That's what I've been reading for the last couple weeks is that Atlanta.
Well, if they're going to receiver,
looking
they're
for
picking
him.
Wilson. I mean, I think Wilson might be the best receiver.
Well, he's number 1 in his position rank, so
Yeah, he should be going there.
So this
And right
pick
behind
was-
him is I don't know what I would think it would be Williams out of Alabama.
I believe it's Drake London out of USC, but I'm not 100% sure.
Drake London. See, I'm not familiar with him. See, that's my fault.
So apparently this pick was the pick that they got from the Bears last year for Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So would you have traded Justin Fields for this pick, Chris?
No.
No.
Well,
Justin Fields gonna be the best quarterback out of that draft.
You're
the
sure
thing is they
hoping
still
so,
could've got
Smitty,
Justin
right?
Fields without trading up.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know if we would have got him without trading up, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Like
Like Draft Day, the movie.
it was one of those. Yeah, it could have ended up like that.
I had to start that this morning.
Oh, I loved it. I love that movie. So
It's so full of shit.
I've made
Oh,
the kids
absolutely is,
watch
but
it
it's
countless
hilarious.
times
It's
now.
Fantasyland. God Almighty! I'll give you the 1 or the 2 and the 3 of all the next 17 years. You did all that for one player, yeah. But I'm going to do it different now and still get the player I wanted, and you can have the player you wanted. And I got more picks now.
Yeah. Playing the game.
Oh, so I was reading something today, and I just found it funny. Rich Eisen, I guess, because he's a Michigan alum and whatever.
Yes,
Like
yes.
he was, I guess he was interviewing somebody and decided to start talking crap about how Michigan beat Ohio State. And like the comments on this article were hilarious because they're like, "Oh, I didn't know this dude still existed," because the last time he was able to talk was like 10 years ago. They've only won 3 times in 2 decades.
Well, what do you expect from a man who also supports the Jets?
True.
He's a Jets fan.
True.
I mean, I don't know why. He's not older than me. So
Are you sure?
there's no
I don't
way
think
that
anybody's
he
older than you.
well, there's no way that he was watching football when the Jets were good, is all I'm saying.
Wait, the Jets were good?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Completely not football related, but there is this Asian lady at boot camp in Great Lakes for the Navy. They call her the Dragon Lady. She's one of the barbers. She's freaking infamous. Like you say Dragon Lady, anybody that went through boot camp knows who this person is. And some first E6 posted on one of the like Navy pages on Facebook. They're like, and took a picture, like a selfie with her, and was like, "She's still here," and like all the comments were like, "The Dragon Lady," and I was like, "That lady is like." Everybody's like, this woman needs to be protected. She is a national treasure.
Let me guess. She's even a little bit too old for Smitty.
I think she's right. I think she'd be just right for Smitty.
No one's too old for Smitty.
I just remembered why
the
Smitty
pick's
was
in,
asking what
Jeremy.
the temperature was.
Jeremy, we got it says the Falcons pick is in. Who do we have?
Drake London.
Drake London. What do we know about Drake?
That
USC wide receiver.
I owe my cousin a beer now. I bet him that if it wasn't Garrett Wilson, that it was gonna be who did I say?
They took Drake London over Garrett Wilson.
So up until like 2-3 weeks ago, Drake London was the number one receiver that was predicted to go off the board.
Okay. I can't say that he shouldn't have been because I don't watch USC that much, but I did watch enough Ohio State, and I find it hard to believe that there's a receiver out there better than.
But can you argue Atlanta's track record with picking wide receivers in the top
No, I
round?
cannot. I cannot.
That's one of the things they've always been.
I don't think it's a bad pick at all. I'm an Ohio State guy, so I mean, for all I care, Garrett Wilson can fall all the way to the second round.
Seattle's up next.
I believe so. We haven't had any trades, so it should be Denver. Actually, at number 9. Oh no, it looks like somebody.
Seattle.
Not Denver. They must have traded up because they're in the top 10.
No,
because
Denver
was
traded away their pick for Russell Wilson.
Oh, so Chris had this little old.
I haven't updated that in a while.
The
8th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Drake London, wide receiver, USC.
So we got USC receiver coming out. First receiver, actually, of the night, and it's the 8th pick. Is anybody surprised about that?
Is that the first offensive player of the night?
We've had a couple of linemen.
He's the first skill player for offense, yeah.
Which I bet that means there's going to be running receivers now. There's enough of them that should be pulled up in the 10 to the 20s.
No, I don't think Seattle needs a receiver right now. They still have what's his name?
They still have
Metcalf.
Yeah, Metcalf.
Did they trade away Lockett?
No, I don't think
so.
So
They have Metcalf and Lockett still.
Yeah.
No, I think
I'm not saying that Seattle's going to do it right here. I'm just saying that we're going to see a lot of wide receivers come off, I think, right now.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more defensive players coming out in this first.
I'll put another dollar bet on this. Okay. Malik Willis.
I don't think they're taking a quarterback.
They're taking a quarterback. You watch.
I think they might take an offensive lineman.
I say they're going to take a corner.
They might take that third tackle.
Third tackle. Who the hell's the third tackle? Davis, Georgia. That's defense.
Who was that third offensive tackle that was supposed to? Those three were all together.
Charles
You
Cross.
want an offensive tackle? You got Charles Cross out of Mississippi State, Trevor Penny out of Northern Iowa are the next two tackles.
Yeah, Charles Cross. Yeah, that's a big name from out of Mississippi State.
For guards, you got Kenyon Green and Zion Johnson.
Cross, but Cross is Cross is not a plug and play player though. He can get run over a lot.
And then
it's not like Seattle's offensive line isn't awful.
No, it's not.
So, but their defense is what really they need help with, other than QB now. But if I was to guess, they're gonna go with a defensive back.
I don't think they're gonna take a linebacker first round.
You know what I mean?
But
Defensive positional player.
Yeah, if they did take a linebacker, it'd probably be the Nakobe Dean or Devin Lloyd.
Okay. Devin Lloyd, that's a good pick.
So I got two arguing comments here. Okay. It seems like they are taking either Cross or Willis.
That's what we're saying here on this actual program. Yeah. Here on YouTube, you heard it first before Twitter said it.
Yeah.
We're arguing between those two players, between the most educated people in the draft.
Malik Willis is the closest in this draft class as far as quarterbacks go. Malik Willis is the closest you're going to get to Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I was going to say that is the only thing.
And he really does not. He shouldn't come off the board so early, but you need a quarterback.
Well,
and
when is
back to
Seattle's next pick? It's not till the next round, right? Do we think he would go before? Then
no,
he'll be gone in the first round.
Seattle has their own pick in this round. So.
Back to your story from before, Jeremy. Yes, I asked about the weather because Travis was supposed to be my mutton brother.
Yeah, mutton chops if it was warm enough.
Yeah, no. When I woke up this morning, it was all of maybe 40 degrees. All I know is it was flurrying outside and cold, windy, and blowing.
Did your chin get cold?
Yes. This is Seattle's only pick in the first round.
Who's Jermaine Johnson II?
That's the guy from Florida State. One of
Yeah.
the teams left already.
Isn't he the Washington? Isn't he the receiver?
No,
No.
The end out of Florida State.
He should be off this board already instead of Tuberdo.
It says select offensive tackle Charles Cross.
So they're saying the same stuff we're saying. Basically, that Cross should be. They're gonna pick Cross.
It's
Well,
Cross, Willis, or
Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. The best 3 players left on the board.
Yeah. They're the top 3 left on the board right now.
I can see it being it's Seattle, but yeah, Seattle is a quarterback. But did they pick Willis now? Because I think they do. I think they pull the trigger on him.
I don't know if they haven't. Well, if you think about it, they didn't draft Russell Wilson in the 4th round.
That's true. It's all hit or miss anyhow. And
Yeah.
I mean,
really
where are they going to plug in Cross at though? I mean, they got a relatively good offensive line. There's more offensive play, but they only got no other picks. Damn.
My guess is
I'm going with Cross. I'm going with Cross.
Go with Cross.
A lot of people are saying that they need to address their offensive line.
Really?
And they're not getting another pick, and there's other good, almost as good. I mean, not almost as good, but
I think
relatively
they
good
take the
quarterbacks later on
lineman
in
and
the
then
draft.
wait till the 2nd or 3rd round to see what they can get for a quarterback.
I wouldn't.
Didn't I tell you he was taking a lineman?
I wouldn't be surprised if they went with the safety from.
Yep. Okay, it's breaking. They selected
Dame.
Charles Cross, number 9.
Ooh. So we got
Told you they were
Drake.
taking that tackle.
Yeah, so they're taking the offensive tackle this year. We still haven't had a confirmation from the NFL yet. Oh, looks like the holy moly ball is back. Streaming on Hulu this year.
Okay, so Cross seems to be the answer. Who is next? We are looking at the New York Football GETS.
Oh, Jets would be
Okay.
stupid not to be stupid. They'd be.
They're good
Jets
at
are
being
on the
stupid.
clock.
Who do you
Don't
go
tell me.
with
Don't
here,
tell me
Smitty?
they're gonna be able to get Johnson. Don't tell me they're gonna be able to pull 2 studly defensive players and edge
They could
rusher.
pull Johnson out of this.
Well, do they?
Oh my
or do they
God.
receiver just because they do have Luke Wilson? Or yeah, is it Luke Wilson they got last year? Or Zach Wilson? I mean,
Yeah, that kid. The kid that looks
Yeah.
like he's 12. Yeah.
They have a
Like,
couple. They have a couple of
Taylor Thomas
better
brothers.
prospects as wide receiver.
Boy, they're really reaching. They got Michael Bublé on the TV now. Since when is he does he know the NFL?
The desk just got a lot more talented. Exactly right. And a lot more Canadian.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Why would you have Bublé out there? Is it just because he's stationed in Vegas all year round?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. Hey, Chris, who's the player out of Notre Dame that safety?
Yes.
Kyle Hamilton.
Yes.
He's legit.
Okay, so the top 3 they're saying for the Jets are wide receiver Garrett Wilson, wide receiver Jameson Williams, or defensive end Jermaine Johnson.
Well, Jermaine Johnson is probably the highest rated player left on the board. I mean, and yeah, any of those picks will be good. See, once you pull out the first 3 or 4 really great star players, the rest of them are pretty good picks. It's kinda like-
Actually, so Jermaine Johnson, according to ESPN, all right, on the best available overall, this is everybody, he is number 6 right now. Behind Garrett Wilson, Kyle Hamilton, Cross, who's about to come off the board, Jordan Davis, and Jameson Williams.
ESPN never knew what they were talking about. They still know what they're talking about.
I'm just telling you what it says.
He's just telling us what they're saying. All right.
But that means it's Jets. I think.
I forgot they
I
still
see
have
Goodell.
With the 9th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross, tackle, Mississippi State.
Looks like those guys out there already knew because they're looking at Twitter too.
Twitter.
So Jerry, who's been the most so far on Twitter? Has it been
I am not actually looking at a certain person. I'm literally just Googling the name of the team and scrolling for the latest to pop up. Which is why I'm actually getting information prior to
getting actual information.
Yeah, prior to even ESPN or NFL.com posting it.
So they're saying best fit right now for the GETS is Johnson.
I mean,
the Jets
are like a lot of teams that just need everything. And I think no matter what they pick, they're going to upgrade the position that they're at.
Well, they could pick a Pop Warner team to upgrade their team that they already have. So,
here's the thing.
I mean,
Miami did a lot of
upgrading
the offseason, right? A lot of offensive power, right? The Bills already had offensive power.
Yeah.
Patriots, you can never count out because they just do what they do. They need defensive players that can stop those three teams now.
Oh yeah.
So, I think they will go defense.
They have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got Miami now with Tyreek Hill. You got the Pats just doing what the Pats do, and you have a very good team in Buffalo with
Gibbs
and yeah, it's just you need defensive players that can keep up with these guys.
You need defensive players, and because the talent on both Bills and the Dolphins right now is just crazy.
They have true number one receivers out there.
And Pat's out there with their budding superstar quarterback, Bill Belichick, a relatively strong offensive line. And, they got to keep up with these teams.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it with what they have, and they're going to have to – and there's not really that many good defensive players coming off the draft right now that are going to help them to that point.
No.
They need help everywhere.
Yeah, so maybe they'll do something. Let's hope they actually do something because I'd like to have a good competition in the East, but
the lies you tell.
They sound good, right?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. As long as they sound good.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't expecting that.
Chris got booted off, obviously. He's trying to get back on, he said.
What's new?
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy's in the big box now.
Chris usually gets booted off at least once a day.
I told you I hit Talking Stuff Bingo just on our chat before the thing started.
I thought that was hilarious. Hilarious.
You're like, did I hit bingo already? Oh, the Jets pick is in.
Garrett Wilson, wide receiver.
Garrett Wilson.
Oh, I don't think Chris can like that much at all. He's going to watch a crappy team to watch his player.
Yeah.
He's a Chicago fan.
Well, originally he was predicted to go 13th with the Cleveland Browns, so.
Yeah, but Cleveland should be a good team this year.
Yeah, so I'm not sure he'll be happy about going to the Jets either. Oh, no, I don't see a Goodell yet.
So that means basically the top 10 have picked in the. Let me see here.
So here's a question: if you were good enough to be in the draft, would you want to be one of the top 10 picked players and end up on a crappy team? Or would you want to be like close to the end of the first round? So you're still a first rounder, but you're like picks 20 through 32. Because that's where the top teams are.
I'd rather be like late 20s to 30s.
I'd rather be second round, no matter what team, because no one expects too much of me.
That is true.
Yeah, and you only got 4 years.
I'm under the radar, so when I do well, he did well. When I don't do well, of course he didn't do well.
So on the clock is Washington.
Yeah, well, once they announce the Jets picks, still waiting for them to announce that.
Well, no, as soon as the pick is in, they're on the clock.
Oh.
How do you spell that? Commanders?
Yes.
The commies?
The Comanches. I would have laughed if they changed the name to the Comanches. One for the Redskins. Good. I have no idea who Washington needs.
I would have rather them kept it as the football team.
Yeah.
I would have loved them.
Here's Goodell again.
With the 10th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Ohio State.
He's a good pick. So I went to the draft that I saw earlier.
Yep.
And it looks like the 1 through 10 are all off the board, just two different people. Is that not right? Let's see. Walker, Hutchinson, Johnson's not off. Singleton, Stingley, whatever.
Stingley.
Gardner, Neal, Cross. Oh, Willis. Okay.
Willis?
So Willis is still on, but the other ones are off. Willis and I cannot believe Johnson's dropped this far. This is blowing my mind. Maybe I'm biased because I watch Florida State here. I hate Florida State, but they show.
Well, they just ruined fucking Garrett Wilson's career.
I just said Chris is gonna hate that. They just hate that man.
I mean, I knew he was gonna go to a shitty team. That's the trade-off. Like, you're gonna go to a shitty team if you're good.
We were just talking about this. Would you rather be drafted in the top half of the first round or the bottom half?
Yeah, would you rather be
happy,
drafted top
like,
10, or would you rather be 20 and after?
You know what? If it were me, I'd like to go somewhere around like 14 to 20 because they're mediocre teams, but if they build right, they could be really good.
Yeah.
And you're probably gonna be able to franchise with them and move forward as they get better. But a team like the Jets or the Lions that are historically just horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
They're horrible. Not a poor team, no, horrible.
They are.
I'd rather go like in the mid to late 20s because then you're going to a team that probably already has someone at your position, so you have a year to just learn to begin with.
Yeah.
Right.
And I said I'd rather go in the second round.
I think I think those like 14 through 20 would be good because you're probably going to get a little more play time, but you might have someone ahead of you or that you split time with.
Apparently, the
See, I'm a very basic person.
Oh,
I just want to get paid a lot of money and then do my 3 to 4 years and then kick me out. I'm good with
the
that.
Saints. The Saints have moved up.
Washington traded?
The Commanders traded back to number 11.
The Washington Commanders trade back to the Saints, and the Saints moved up a spot.
Wait, I thought Washington was already 11.
So Kyle Hamilton is the number 1 player still left on the board. So that's who's left.
that's the safety from Notre Dame.
Yes.
I think the Saints are going receiver.
So Saints moved up from number 16 to number 11.
Yes.
I wonder what they gave up for that.
Well, they did have 2 first-round
picks.
Have
they announced it yet, or is this just Jeremy?
This is just me announcing it.
Dude, they're going Willis.
No, so they're
going that other
on the
wide
draft.
receiver.
They did announce it. They did move them up. So
they moved up, but I bet you they moved up because they did not want Washington or Minnesota or Texas to pick up a quarterback before they did.
It's very possible, but
I don't think the Saints go quarterback here. I think they go receiver. I need to change. I need to go Saints.
Do you think that the Saints were that afraid that Washington was going to pick up Kenny Pickett? Because he doesn't seem like
I think Willis from the quarterback Willis.
Oh, you thinking Willis?
No, I'm thinking they're taking that third top receiver.
Who's the third receiver?
Williams from Alabama.
Williams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because right now the next receivers off the board should be Williams out of Alabama and then Olave out of Ohio State. If I'm right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Ohio State did have some wide receivers worth of Yeah.
Well, the random thing. You want to hear something funny?
I do. I want to hear something really funny, but I haven't laughed yet.
Yeah. Well, I find it ironic. The number 1 receiver on the board right now from Alabama. Was 4th string at Ohio State before he transferred.
Isn't that how that goes a lot?
Yeah. Behind Wilson and Olave.
You trying to say that they have a great receiving core in Ohio State and nothing else is good out of that team?
They have the best receiving core in the country.
We'll just think the supposed top first-round number 1 draft pick and Heisman Trophy winner got benched and is now switching to another college team.
True.
Who?
The guy who looks like a taller version of Pat Mahomes.
Oh, Spencer Rattler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he didn't win the Heisman. He was a Heisman favorite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was the Heisman favorite, and he was slotted as the top draft pick coming out this year, but he got benched. And
yeah, he followed. Believe he followed Kingsbury to USC, correct?
I don't remember where he went.
He's West Coast for sure. Yeah, USC sounds right. It wasn't UCLA.
It would make sense.
Oh no, he went to South Carolina. My bad. It's the other quarterback from the Sooners that went to USC. The one that beat out Rattler for the starting spot.
Okay, so the Saints traded the 16th pick, a 3rd rounder, and a 4th rounder.
Damn.
Wow, the
Saints still have their 2nd number 1 draft pick.
Just to move up? Interesting.
Well, yeah, but it's a 3rd and 4th rounder, and like we've been discussing, this draft is so middle heavy.
Yeah.
There's not really much at the top. There's not really crappy players, but once you get past the first 6 or 7, like the top player in each position, top 2 players in each position, every other player is very similar and kind of like can be interchangeable.
I think the only exception to that would be, receivers.
Yes,
and
receivers.
then corners at this point.
So, I still think they go get the quarterback. I think it's a reach. I think I would not do it.
If I were them,
this is so much fun for me. I never get to do this when Miami isn't drafting. This is so cool.
Oh, that's true because Miami's not drafting at all today.
Nope, not until tomorrow night.
Neither the Bears, unless they do something stupid.
Did they trade out of 29?
What?
I thought Miami had the 29th.
They traded that away for Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought that
they basically said, okay, what's the 29th draft worth? Am I going to get anybody at number 29 that's as good as Tyreek Hill? No.
Yeah, because Kansas City has back-to-back picks at 29 and 30.
And they gave away next year one, a couple. Yeah, so that was fine. Little steep. But
who's Chris Olave?
Fuck.
Wide receiver,
actually,
Ohio State.
Yeah, he's the wide receiver out of Ohio State.
That's who the Saints are taking.
You're right.
They do call New Orleans Little Columbus.
I told you they were taking a receiver.
Ohio State players.
You did.
Look at me go, not even pay attention to the Twitter sphere and knowing who's they're going to pick first. Minnesota Vikings. Hey, look.
They're tough.
And the Vikings are on the clock.
Yep. Saints pick is in.
Wait a minute. That's not. Look at that. That's already 3 wide receivers off in the last 4 picks.
Yep. Normally they go runs on things. That's how the
I
NFL
said about
draft
to
works.
run. Which means I think Minnesota needs a wide receiver. So who's the next best one? Jameson Williams.
Williams, Jermaine Johnson, or Kyle Hamilton.
Williams is coming. Williams is going to go.
The NFL Draft is a time of optimism for all 32 teams and their fans. We've got a similar time 2 weeks from tonight when we announce the 2022 schedule on May 12th.
You're just talking about the schedule.
I bet you the Patriots play the Jets twice on that schedule, and I think
Miami twice, and the Bills twice.
I bet you're right. I think Chicago loses all their games.
No, so they already technically announced who they play. They just haven't announced when they play each other.
When the games are scheduled.
Well, the last game of the year.
The Vikings traded back. The Lions have traded up to the number 12 pick.
The Lions, that's quite a jump.
Do you think the Lions are going to go after Willis? That would make sense.
Good. I'll tell you what, I am excited to be part of this broadcasting crew for Amazon. You may recognize this
Lions
guy
had the
right
32nd pick, didn't they?
They had 2 picks. Oh, they already made the other pick, yeah.
They moved up from 32nd to 12.
Los Angeles running back Austin Eckler, huh?
What the hell's that?
And I guess you can tell probably it's no surprise. The first game that we're going to kick it off is going to be out in Arrowhead on Thursday night against the Chargers.
Oh, did I miss something? I think it sounds like Amazon is getting Thursday night games.
Yeah,
getting
Amazon's been doing a big push for.
But hang on.
Because that's
talk about how how Detroit just went up from 32 to 12.
They have to be going after a quarterback. That's the only reason you would trade up that high.
But no, why would you trade it for a quarterback? No quarterbacks off the board yet. There's no real.
Because Washington was predicted to want a QB.
And they moved back to the same spot, which was what, 17, 16?
No, the Saints still have pick 16.
Right. Okay, Washington moved back to 16. There's only 2 quarterbacks in the first round that are probably going to go. We know it's Willis and
Pickett.
So neither one of those 2 is probably going to drop to Detroit. But dude, someone got scared. Someone in Detroit got scared as hell.
I'm wondering what they gave up for that number 12 pick, though.
That's 20 spots.
The 11th pick for the New Orleans Saints.
The second round.
With the 11th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Chris Olave.
So there goes Chris Olave.
That's a good pick. Oh, that's a good pick.
He's lucky.
Wasn't it like 10 minutes ago I announced that?
Yeah. But he's got to be happy. He's going to the
Saints.
What's his name? What happened now?
Neil. I picked Neil.
You did. You picked Neil for like 35 minutes.
Still hurts. But Chris is right. I mean, who do you trade up for 20 draft picks all the way up to, that's 20.
Yeah.
Outside of it got to be a skilled player. There's no defensive. There's no way that you pulled that up to get Jeremy Johnson. Who
it's either a wide receiver or maybe the safety.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that one.
Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton seems like.
I think he would go here fairly quickly in the next few picks, but
I can't think of any players that far up where that's left.
So per source, they traded up to the number 12 for Alabama wide receiver Jameson Williams.
I was just about to say, I was like, they could have traded up for Williams.
Okay, that's a lot of pressure on Williams.
It isn't. Yeah. He's going to the fucking Lions.
The Vikings trading 12 and 46 to the Lions for 32, 34, and 66.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So it's not too bad, 2 for 3, but they went.
No, it's not.
They gave up that 32 and 34 spot.
But that's just a huge jump for a wide receiver, which was not the best wide receiver in the draft.
That's not even really one of the best receivers to go in the last couple of years either.
So that's a big jump.
And the fact he's coming off a torn ACL.
Yeah.
And not to mention, and there's other wide receivers still that will be coming off this board that are maybe not as good, but
looking right now to see who's so Williams. Traylon Burks is good. Jahan Dotson's really good.
That's a big jump.
Those are really the big name guys. David Bell's pretty good out of Purdue.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is Jameson Williams.
And then, man, okay, someone needs to do research freaking Jermaine Johnson II and figure out why the hell that man is still on this board. What did he do?
Needs, man.
Is it his personality?
It's probably just needs. What that team is just weighing as they need more.
Yeah, I guess that's probably true. So here's my question for you guys now that this is happening. Twitter is shooting out who the draft pick is 2 minutes prior to it being announced.
Yep.
Do you think that the draft day is going to change because of social media, like how it's done? Because by the time that's announced, everyone's already booing or cheering because they already know the answer.
Yeah, because everybody's already
I don't think so, because it's a production, and everyone at the draft understands it's production.
Yeah. You think that maybe they'll do something where they stop kind of doing social media? It's like, nope, you're not putting this out there until we announce it?
They're not going to be able to. And Houston's up next. Texans.
We got the...
Well, they haven't picked the player yet.
Well, the Lions pick is in, but Houston's up next.
Right. Is it officially that the Lions have taken?
Not yet.
No.
It is, but Eagles trade up to 13.
The Eagles.
Well, that's not big of a jump for them. They were like number 16 or something.
No, the Eagles were 15.
Okay.
The first pick was at 15, and I think they have 18.
Yeah.
Yes, the Eagles just traded up with the Texans.
See, and I hope it is Jamison Will. It is. See, that's another wide receiver.
Wow, Kurt Warner looks old.
Oh, he is old. Have you seen his the movie about him when he's being interviewed after?
Who was those players you said were pretty good receivers, Chris? Left. Burks one of them.
Yeah, is that out of Arkansas?
Yeah, I can't remember where he's from, but I know he's in there.
Yeah, Traylon Burks. He's the number one. So once Williams comes off the board, he's the top receiver left.
And you said that the Eagles moved up to pick next.
Yeah.
Who is Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis is defensive tackle, Georgia. Right now he is the number 2 ranked overall on the board.
That's who they keep. I see a lot of people saying that they traded up for him.
Well, I feel very relatively comfortable when I said that they're going to be running wide receivers, and Detroit moved all the way up to 12 to get one.
I see a Goodell.
The Minnesota Vikings have traded the 12th pick to the Detroit Lions. With the 12th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jamison Williams, wide receiver, Alabama.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, apparently Travis was announcing that draft pick. All right.
Okay, so that's another wide receiver off the board, and the next best one, like you said, was out of Arkansas. And you said that Philadelphia moved up, so they're next.
Yes, Philly is up next.
I want to.
all think it's.
I want to say they're going to take. Ooh.
You said Jordan Davis from Georgia. That's what
they're either going to take. I think they're either going to take Kyle Hamilton or Trent McDuffie. But I don't see McDuffie going that high.
You got to think, why would they jump 4 spots for someone?
Unless they thought Hamilton was going.
No, they wouldn't have made the trade till after they knew who was going.
Oh,
I think they might be concerned that their wide receivers are going to be off the board.
So what happened?
Who do they have for wide receivers?
It looks
there?
like Philly moved their 18th pick to keep their 15th pick. So they and the pick's in. Jeremy, who do we got Philly taking?
It's going to be what you said. It's going to be Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
Is it? Do we have a confirmation? What do you mean?
Twitter's not fast enough, damn it. Okay, next year, one of us needs to be there at the show, live tweeting to you all to do the show. So we can give the answers immediately. This is okay. This is an exciting draft, I think.
Yeah. Well, we don't have Nate to complain about it.
I keep seeing Jordan Davis to the Eagles.
I didn't think there's gonna be this much moving around, especially before the pick.
Okay,
I'm surprised.
Who's after the Eagles? Baltimore.
It goes
Baltimore, yeah.
Philly,
so Jordan
Baltimore,
Davis,
now
Eagles.
Houston. So it looks like Houston. Eagles traded back with Houston, and Houston moved up. I don't see even Houston.
No, Houston's the 15.
No, originally it was the Eagles.
No, that was the trade. Houston and the Eagles, they trade those two.
Yeah, but you said that the Eagles traded their 18th. They moved their 18th.
I think they kept their 18th.
No, because they had Baltimore. They got Philly, Baltimore, and then back to Philly. And it looks like now Houston. So they must have traded their 18th, and then Houston decided to move up to 15, and they.
No, Houston and Philly would have traded 13 and 15. They probably said no, 18's not enough. We want 15, and then something else.
Yeah, because
they're probably trying to go for the 18, but they said no.
The Saints was 16, but they moved, and Washington's 16 now. So Washington's probably gonna get that wide receiver.
So
and
now,
you said McDuffie.
This middle has been so crazy.
You said McDuffie, Chris?
Yeah, it says the Davis after Eagles draft Davis after trading up 2 spots. So they traded the 15th for the 13th, and then something else.
Okay, so and McDuffie was supposed to go to San Diego. Wait, sorry, the Chargers, not San Diego anymore.
They'll
I think he's
be
safe.
San Diego.
I think he's safe there. Oh, Lord. How in God's name? Dude, does any of these people need defensive players at all?
We've had a lot. Well, you were right. There's a lot of receivers going all of a sudden.
I see a lot of people saying Hamilton to the Ravens.
Whoa.
Really?
That's what Chris said. Hamilton or
I said that about Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
he
sorry.
thought Philly was going to take Hamilton. Oh my God.
Well, they need to stop. They need to stop trading back and forth because I don't know who has what pick anymore.
Yeah.
I have a list of who's picking 1 through 32. I have no idea who that is no more.
It seems like people are saying Jermaine Johnson.
Yes,
or-
please
or
get him off the
Hamilton.
board. And this is for who again?
Ravens.
Ravens do like their defense,
They do.
and they both are great players. But if you got to choose between Hamilton, the safety, or the edge guy Johnson, you go with Johnson. You got Johnson's a better player than Hamilton as far as like just an athlete. You know, I'm saying that personally. I don't know.
Hey, breaking news: the Ravens select Lizzo.
Lizzo.
I've been to watch that show.
She has a high motor and a badunkadunk. She'll shore up the right side of the O line.
I was saying she's about the size of a fucking offensive tackle. That's
Well, there's some
mean.
offensive. There's other offensive players still. There's that dude from oh shit, Iowa. Help me out, Chris.
My screen's just completely shut. There we go. You said offensive tackle.
Offensive line guy. I think he's a tackle. I think he might be a guard, but he's from Iowa or Ohio. or,
Trevor Penny's from Northern Iowa.
Yes, him.
He's a tackle.
He's still on the board.
Hmm.
That's a good pick. Yeah, can't remember his name. I'm so bad with names.
It's okay.
I mean, because I watch. I mean, I get my knowledge like everyone else does. I just watch other people tell me what they know, and then I remember, oh, this was a great player out of this place, and I'm like, was that Iowa? Was that Ohio? Was that Utah? And I expect Chris to tell me which is right.
That's because that's what Chris does best.
I love college football. Chris, I'm coming up for college football, and we're gonna go watch Auburn play.
Okay.
Where's my invite, jackass?
You don't like college football?
I like football in general.
He does.
He doesn't give a shit because he's gonna be.
Ooh.
He's like, as long as I can drink, I don't care
He's gonna
where
be
I'm
drunk,
at.
but I was like, I don't think they serve alcohol.
Okay, well, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab you, Chris, and then we're gonna go up there, and Jeremy's gonna meet us over there at the border war between South Carolina, Gamecocks, and Georgia. Best college game. You'll have a ball. You won't even know who won at the end of it. You're like, I don't give a damn.
Between
No one
Jeremy and
knows.
Smitty, you won't even be able.
15-minute drive for me.
It's a 15-minute
Oh, man, but
drive.
the
You won't
border-
be able to make that drive with Jeremy and Smitty, though. You'll have to Uber
Dude,
back.
it's not that far. I mean, I guess I was in Augusta when I went, so it was like literally less than an hour away. But
I mean, I'll drive down there for a game. I'll just crash for a night on a couch and then drive home.
And
I'm
he'll
just
make
saying
it
it's
to
a really
work
good
on time on
experience.
Monday.
What?
I said
we can watch
and-
Auburn play. Auburn's my second favorite team, so we can watch them all day long.
Jeremy, you could drive down there, watch a game, and then crash on the couch because you've been too drunk to drive, and make it back in time to work on Monday morning.
Yeah, Jeremy's a
Hey,
freak.
hey, college plays on Saturday, dumbass.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
true. So, Chris, does Auburn play Ohio State next year? He got so upset about that question, he cut himself off.
I'm seeing a lot of people say the Ravens are taking Davis.
The Baltimore Ravens are taking. Hell, they still haven't given me the pick for the Eagles yet, and the pick's been in for like 10 minutes.
This is the issue because they have commercials and everything else that
Commercials. They got to do all the talking about somebody, and here, there, and everywhere.
I mean, I like the fact that they do the draft like the way they do it.
No, Ravens are taking Kyle Hamilton at 14.
You know,
Wow.
these picks. It's just a fun event. It's a big party. Commissioner.
All right.
I'm surprised that it took so long for Kyle Hamilton to come off the board.
Okay, so Albert Breer says the Ravens are taking Notre Dame safety Kyle Hamilton at 14.
I'm not surprised it took him that long to get off the board. I'm surprised he went when he did. I mean, not really, because.
Oh, Chris
okay, who's after Baltimore?
Overall,
Houston.
Got to run on wide receivers. See what the Eagles do with their pick if they go offense or defense.
Joining me for the Eagles pick are 6 high school tackle and flag football captains from teams across Clark County and Las Vegas. They truly exemplify the NFL's values of respect, integrity, resiliency, and responsibility to their teams. Congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments, and good luck on the upcoming season.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. The Houston Texans have traded the 13th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis, defensive tackle, Georgia.
That's a good pick.
Okay, and Chris, you missed it. Baltimore selects Hamilton.
So
I heard you.
Okay,
the safety's finally coming off the board.
So just updated. In order for the Texans to drop back 2 spots, the Eagles gave up a 4th-round pick at number 124 and 2 5th-round picks at 162 and 166.
That's really not.
That's a steep price to pay to move 2 picks up.
That's what I'm saying. Like for the Texans,
I don't know
that
because
was
it's
a
back
good
in the
pickup.
5th round. It's the 5th round. I mean,
Yeah, but there's a lot of this draft is very mid-range heavy.
Yeah.
that's true. But we get
Especially if you're looking for like depth type players.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that one punter is still available when Miami picks.
Well,
I just want to see
that's
a
what,
kicker
that,
go in
that's
this
what the
draft,
Pats
period.
did. What 2 years ago they dropped back and then picked a punter in the 2nd round. And
No,
all I remember is
have you seen this punter? This guy I'm talking about? This
I have no
amazing
idea.
freak of nature?
All I know is that I was in Jeremy's bathroom helping him mount the vanity. It was the vanity.
I think it might have been the vanity in place.
Yeah, getting the vanity in place. And Jeremy's like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Did they really pick a kicker after they drop out of the 1st round?" And you're like, "Yep." I'm like, "God damn it!"
No, but there's this punter. I can't remember who he plays for, but he averages 70 yards a punt.
Oh, jeez.
That's
a hell of a punt.
He tackles. He knocks people down when he tackles them. He is a beast.
Who was that punter that used to make a ton of tackles back in the day? And he was a punter that was swagger all the way. Can't remember who he played for. But
I only know like 3 punters.
That was Pat McAfee.
Oh yes.
He has his own show on Sirius XM NFL, or not Sirius. He has his own podcast. I think it is.
He just wrestled Vince McMahon.
He did. But he there's another guy that jumped in there with him
or something.
Yeah. He wrestled somebody, and then Vince McMahon whooped his ass, and then he got Stone Cold stunned by Steve Austin.
He did.
Oh, jeez.
He did this an amazing backflip thing off the top rope or onto the top rope.
He's athletic as shit.
Yeah.
He was. I do watch his show, and he's funny as hell.
Oh yeah, he does stand-up comedy as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's
mostly telling stories about NFL stuff. But.
So when he retired, everyone wondered why he was retiring. Everyone said you could have made so much more money just punting the ball. He said, "I'm going to make more money doing other things."
Let me find that punter's name. I know. Chris knows him.
Number one rated punter in the 2022 draft. Is that what we're Googling?
Yes, that's what I'm Googling.
The dude from San Diego State, Araiza.
Yes. What's his name?
Matt Araiza.
He's amazing.
All you hope is that Miami picks him up.
Yep.
Are you saying that the Miami
he averaged 51.2 yards per punt?
Jeez.
Okay, that was it.
Commanders and Texans trading.
Oh. So they're gonna move from 16 to 15?
I think that's what I'm seeing that they're trading.
How many picks are the Houston going to have in the middle of the draft, huh?
They're going to have almost all of them.
And for the entire fourth round of the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select
blah 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 blah.
The entire draft eligible class from University of Alabama.
Oh, well, yeah, San Diego State. That's him. I did say 70 yards, but I mean that was like his record's like.
That might be as long, but like his average is 51, which is still half the field.
Yeah.
Yes,
still,
that's him. And he kicks field goals.
Yeah, he
tackles the hell. He is known as the punt god.
Texans didn't trade back. They took guard Kevon Green at 15.
What? Kevon Green? Wait, what? What?
At the 14th pick.
Kevon.
Oh, the 14th pick.
Kenyon. You mean Kenyon Green?
Jeremy's like 2 picks
from Texas A&M.
Yeah.
From Texas A&M.
Well, it's because Jeremy's sick and tired of commercials. Jeremy's
talking
like,
about
I've been
the guy from
spoiled.
Texas
I don't
A&M,
watch
right?
commercials anymore.
I don't know. Where's Kevon?
Kenyon Green, Texas A&M. He's an offensive lineman, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Why? He was bottom first round, if anything. Not to mention, you still got that dude from Northern Ireland we were just talking about.
Northern Ireland?
Yes.
Who's from Northern Ireland in the draft?
Penning. Is that his name?
Is it an
Chris?
O'Shea?
I don't know. You've had me look this up like 4 times tonight.
Penning.
Pennington?
Penning. Trevor Penning.
He's available. He is the best offensive lineman on the board.
He's from Texas A&M apparently.
Yes, that's the
staying in state.
Yeah, that's the green guy.
So Commanders are back on the board.
I don't even know who's picking no more. My thing's all messed up.
I'm still with live TV, and we are.
You're on the Ravens still.
Yeah, we're still on the Ravens. Oh, we got
the 2022 NFL Draft.
So Jeremy, stop talking until we catch up.
Kyle Hamilton, defensive back, Notre Dame.
Sorry, Commanders.
This is,
first safety off the board.
I thought Hamilton was a safety.
He is.
Yep. Kyle Hamilton.
Why they say
is
defensive back? That's 2 different positions.
Because they classify them all as defensive backs for the draft.
Because now.
Oh, did they say with cornerbacks too, or they did that just quarterback?
Yeah, corners,
cornerbacks,
safeties.
Okay, so defensive backs and then defensive line.
Yes.
All right, linebackers.
Okay.
Defensive backs, linebackers, defensive line.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi Nate. In case you're listening to us,
is really smart in the name, image, and likeness for
Nate,
college
you gotta
players
turn your
are now
sound
able
down.
to make money, and he is.
What were you playing, Travis?
That was Nate. He unmuted his mic, and all of a sudden I hear.
you muted yourself, Travis.
No, I shouldn't have muted myself.
Travis, you muted.
Oh, there we go.
I think it's.
I was trying to mute Nate, but.
I just muted him. We're all set.
Okay. Because I'm like, no, I stopped my thing only goes on when we have people. Oh, there's a Nate.
Oh, Nate's here with a beautiful haircut.
Yeah, he did his hair too. So.
Nate, unmute yourself. Your thing was playing stuff.
Yeah, we were getting TV sounds from you, so we had to mute you.
Unmute yourself, Nate.
He doesn't know how.
Or don't.
Or don't. All right, let me turn on Nate's
He's
video.
still muted. He knows how to unmute himself. There he is.
I don't.
Yeah, you're
You know what,
playing
Nate?
TV noise, so we had to.
You know how you have that wonderful background of yours right now? I cannot get mine to do anything.
Oh.
I used to know how to do it, and I don't get the options.
Smitty, you go to more, and you go to change background.
I go to more, and there's nowhere it says change background anymore.
It should be the third one down.
Are
It says
we live?
participant, share screen,
We are
raise your
live.
hand, share reactions, turn on subtitles, raise your hand.
Oh.
There you are,
So-
Nate.
Hi, I'm right in the middle. Look at that. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
You're
it used to
up
be
in the
here. It's not
middle.
here no more.
I'm the maid from the Brady Bunch. What's her name?
Alice.
Was
Alice.
it Alice, yes. So how you been, Nate?
Good. What'd I miss? I was trying to
Everything.
Jeez,
so-
we were good right up until what, pick 10? And then all hell broke loose?
So
Everyone traded for everything.
the
keep
commies
trades.
are taking Penn State receiver Johan Dotson.
We're still in Houston.
Jesus Christ! We still haven't got Baltimore's pick, okay?
We just got Baltimore's pick.
We still haven't got whoever's pick it was.
Yeah, we're waiting for Houston's.
It's in.
The Chargers are next. The Chargers are on the clock.
Jeremy's 2 picks.
Jeremy's
above
been
us.
3 picks ahead of us.
We're live with live TV. Germany is 3 hours ahead.
Well,
on Twitter.
I was gonna say, is the Twitterverse the thing going on right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeremy is
I live in a
fastest-
different world than you guys live in.
So maybe
Jeremy's
just so
3
we can
minutes
keep
in
the
the future.
conversation correct, Jeremy, at least wait until they're on the clock before you tell us who they picked.
Yeah.
Tell you
Okay.
what,
Well,
I'll just put it
TV
in the
clock.
chat, and then we can document it. 'Cause
So
we're
so
all-
far, I'm correct in seeing that Green Bay has not traded up to get a quarterback.
Green Bay traded up to the first round and got the quarterback they wanted.
Oh, did they trade up to get a quarterback?
they
I was
traded-
hoping that they would trade up to get a quarterback.
They traded the house for the number 1 overall pick.
Oh, I'm actually surprised that Jacksonville made a pick at number 1.
I don't think anyone wanted to trade for that number 1 pick. There wasn't a
It wasn't
push
worth
for
it.
it.
Wasn't worth it.
We
With the 15th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Kenyon Green, guard, Texas
That
A&M.
is such a reach. That's such a reach.
I think that was a bit early for him to go.
Yeah, he was a late first round, maybe.
Yeah, early.
I don't know. What Chris, is
Well,
that what
then again,
he's rated as right now or what?
Well, he's rated as the number 1 in his position.
Okay, well, I guess they
think-
thought they needed him.
Well, technically, I think we're at that point now where anybody that is that late second round could be in the first. Well, early second round could be in the first round now.
Hey,
How
don't-
is Johnson not off this list yet?
I don't know, but so someone else is dealing with the same issue we are. He says the broadcast just announced Kyle Hamilton pick at 14, but the Chargers at 17 are already on the clock after the Commanders took Dotson.
Yeah, because the pick is in already. Well, it says it's in, but they're gonna take 10 minutes to announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jeremy, seriously, just wait for at least them to be on the clock before you tell us who the pick is, because I have no idea what pick we're on anymore. I already know the 3 picks ahead, so and I don't know who traded who or anything. I'm so
Just think
confused right now.
We'll be done an hour early at this rate.
Yeah, because the thing is, Nate, there was no movement until the 9th pick, and then all of a sudden everyone was trading with everyone. Not everyone, but Washington moved down 3 times during that.
Commanders pick is in.
New Orleans went up. It just went back and forth, and we're still in pick number 17. It's I don't know whose pick
the
is
Lions
that.
jumped
Patriots
all
pick
the
is
way
who
from
won.
32 to 11. It
To
was
12.
to
They
12.
jumped 20 spots.
Just to grab a wide
Yeah.
receiver from Alabama that was hurt at the end of last season.
Last game of last season, I remember.
Yeah.
He had a torn ACL or something like that the last game of the season. It
Jumped
was-
20 spots.
Yeah.
And I did predict a runner wide receivers, and that came to fruition. And Jeremy did not expect it happening, and he actually picked somebody. I forgot who it was. That's who they're going to pick, and they did. I think
Yes.
Chris picked a couple of people. So, but we're just, we don't know nothing. We're stupid.
Yeah.
Well, so far I'm seeing all over the Twitterverse that a lot of people are pissed off that Green Bay has not made a move to get a wide receiver, apparently.
Well, there's plenty of wide receivers in the middle of this draft that are going to be fine, because according to Green Bay, we don't need to reach for a receiver because big nose, big eye, man, he makes all receivers great.
Oh, you're talking about Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah,
The biggest nose quarterback I've ever seen.
I'm just saying that thing is, we're not going to reach because Aaron Rodgers just makes everyone great. I'm well, he's not wrong.
Can we take a minute to realize that we're on pick 17 and not one single quarterback has been drafted?
Yes.
And I think that's good, and I think that's right. And I think Chris and I had a conversation, or maybe all of us did, that a quarterback in this draft does not go before 20.
Yeah.
I don't know what New Orleans might do at 19.
I know. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they won't go. I'm saying they should not go. There's not a quarterback on here good enough to go.
I don't think the Steelers need to pick up a quarterback at 20.
Yeah.
I
With them
think
signing Trubisky.
I think because no quarterback has been taken yet, a lot of them will wait till the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a cheap,
I
get him
think
cheaper in the second round.
Green Bay. At number 22 takes a quarterback.
At number 22, Green Bay selects punter out of San Diego State.
Dude, that would not be a bad pick. That man is a beast, dude. I'm telling you. Whoever has him on their team is going to get field advantage every time he has
a Nate pick.
I'd pick his ass.
What would be
not
an
in the
Nate
first
pick?
round.
A punter first round.
Nope, the Chargers are taking a lineman. Any guesses?
Okay, shh. Let's let them say the Chargers are on first.
Where are you on? You're already at the Chargers. We haven't even got the Saints pick yet.
Yes, we have. The Commanders are on the clock. Or the Commanders pick is in.
Okay, who's after the Commanders?
The Chargers.
Okay, you're only one pick ahead of us.
Yes.
Not
At
three.
the moment.
The pick
Okay,
is
I'm
in.
going
We
to say
just-
that White from Georgia is their pick, but don't say if I'm right or wrong.
Womp, womp, womp.
That means I'm right. Oh, Nate, by the way, love the hair.
Thank you.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Who is
Bears
that?
don't have a first round pick, thank you.
Philly's back up.
Not in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
It's kind of interesting that Nate, you come in here and like draft pick like number 17 when the Packers come on 22.
And then when's their second pick?
Not until next round.
28. So like right after 28, he'll log off.
Yep. He's like, oh, I gotta go do something.
Although I'm surprised he's on before pick number 21. I figured he would be like, no, I'm gonna wait until I see pick 21 picked, and then I'll get on.
I mean, I took my time.
You did.
I really love your background though. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that looks good, and it doesn't like block you out very much at all.
No, see, what I have back there is the screen from when I had my projector working.
Ah.
And then tomorrow I have a green screen that I ordered that will be going up.
Ah, that'll help.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know why I
already
can't
told
my
him.
background. It's
I
pissing me
already
off.
told him he was extra, Smitty.
I love the Talking Stuff podcast. Stickers all over it. Is that your
I-
new sticker?
That is the sticker. That's the new logo for Talking Stuff Podcast.
Oh,
Those should be
Right.
done by this weekend, or at the end of the weekend, by the way.
I
In the
fucking love them. I
2022
absolutely love them.
NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jahan Dotson, wide receiver.
I cannot
Penn
believe
State.
that.
He's a good receiver, but I wouldn't have taken him.
He
first
is,
round.
but he's second round.
Who do they have thrown to him?
That would
Wentz?
be Pennington,
Wentz.
right?
Carson Wentz.
Oh, he'll get hurt by a second game, so it's fine. Then they'll be back to
Who's
Pennington,
the
right?
backup?
No, the guy they had
Phil
last year.
Heineke?
That who was?
Henneke, yeah.
Yeah,
Henneke.
Henneke.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, well,
we were
that's
talking
gonna
about
be
this
done
last
to
week
him.
that,
And,
like, everybody's like, Henneke should have been the starter. I was like, it's okay, because by week 3, he will be, because Wentz is going to get hurt. Has Wentz played a full season since he's entered the league?
No.
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 I
did
didn't
when
think he did. I just was curious.
I think
Okay,
when he won the
so,
Super Bowl.
so the Chargers pick is Zion Johnson, but more important news,
Oh.
a blockbuster trade. Apparently, the Titans are planning to trade wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Eagles, per sources tell ESPN.
Ooh.
That's
So-
For what?
What are they
I'm
getting?
assuming this pick that they're supposed to be taking right now and a lot of other things.
Who did
You know,
you
the
say
Jets
they were
haven't made no
taking?
moves for
Oh,
trades.
Zion
so.
Johnson
Zion
out of
Johnson.
Boston College. He's a
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if my Florida State man, I hate Florida State, but if my Florida State man does not come off this board shortly, I may have to get drunk.
Didn't
Yeah,
you do this
Zion-
last year too with like one player? You were like, ah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Apparently, Dion Dotson was a 3-year starter at Penn State. Lined up across the formation offense. Oh, whoa. What just happened?
So the Eagles are trading the 18th pick and their third rounder for A.J. Brown.
Oh,
That's not bad.
That's
With the 17th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Zion Johnson, guard, Boston College.
What?
I said I just found that pick. I saw it before
When
it got
was
done on Twitter.
When was the last time that Boston College players picked this high?
That's
Jeremy, get yours
Ryan.
from
2012.
Matt Ryan was the
That
last
was-
Really?
guy who got picked that high from the BC. What are you saying?
Did you get the Eagles Titans trade through Ian Rappaport?
I got through like 8 different people.
Yeah, Ian Rappaport is talking about it now as well.
So
This is why I don't use Twitter ever.
I'm getting updates just like you guys are.
More exciting.
I'm getting updates like you guys are, but I'm not ruining it for everybody.
So what did the trade cost?
Actually, I'm not getting
first round and a 3rd round pick.
Next year's
Which-
first round or?
No, the 18th pick right now.
Yep.
And their 3rd rounder this year as well.
And what did they get in trade?
All right,
Who
so
did
the
they get?
Eagles get picks
A.J.
18
Brown.
and 101. The Titans get AJ Brown. Or yeah,
Reverse.
Right? Strike that. Reverse it.
Eagles get AJ Brown. Titans get 18 and their 3rd rounder.
Correct.
So wait a minute, who's the Titans going for then?
I'm assuming a receiver.
You would think that.
Who's Chris?
But
top
who the
receiver on
hell's
board?
left that's worth picking up? Burks.
Arkansas.
Burks. Yep. That's gonna piss off the Green Bay fans because that's where he was supposed to go.
Anything
And,
that we can
that's
do.
about right. About 20, 23 or so. That makes sense for him. And moving 18's not bad. That's not a reach. That's good.
See, Nate, this is how the draft's been going. It's like, oh, this team's on the board. Oh, wait, nope, this team's on the board. Oh, wait, nope, this team's on the board.
Yeah.
And you're right, Chris. I did do this last year because I have in my mindset I don't want to be an idiot when it comes to the drafts. So I'm thinking certain players should come off. And when a player does not and it drops all the way to the 20th, there's no good reason for it. Am I that stupid?
Well, I told you one of them got a C+ grade from multiple different GMs.
I don't think it was Johnson, though.
I don't remember who it was. I missed the name, but they were talking about it on Sirius XM earlier.
It was. I don't think it might have been Jermaine Johnson. You know what? He might be a cancer in the locker room. He might have a bad personality.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a little wiener.
Yeah, but then I would never be a football player. Oh, wait.
Oh, Titans pick is in.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is the pick is in. Jeremy's got the pick for Pittsburgh already. At number 20.
I haven't even seen it on Twitter yet of who they picked.
So who's on the clock right now?
That
the
would be
Saints
the New
are on the
Orleans
clock.
Saints. So, Jerry, the Saints already have their pick in?
I cannot confirm or deny that one.
Do we have the Titans pick, Jeremy?
Where did I see that? I just saw it. Hold on.
Wait, no, you can tell us what the Saints won because they're actually on the clock, so that's okay.
No, the
Titans
Saints
are on the clock.
The Saints are after Philly. Or Philly traded.
No,
the
it
pick
goes
to
Tennessee.
the Titans.
So Titans on the clock.
Titans.
Titans.
Well, Titans made their pick. New Orleans is
So
on the
who'd
clock.
they pick?
Which that means Pittsburgh. We don't know. Which I'm asking Jerry. What did the Titans?
I know. I'm
pick?
saying whoever's on the clock, Jeremy, you can tell us who they picked if they're on the clock.
Oh, where'd it go? Wide receiver Treylon Burks, Arkansas.
Yep.
And now we're on the Saints.
Yep. Don't tell us the Saints though, because it's on the clock.
Well, I'm
Well,
trying to
Saints are
jump
on
to the
the
next
clock.
team. I'm jumping from Nate, I'm doing team and I'm just doing like whatever team name it is and just doing latest.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do as well.
So
And
the Saints are on the clock now. They're gonna get their quarterback now because they already got the right receiver.
I don't know if they are going to quarterback yet.
Well, I mean, if you look at the rest of the picks for the rest of the first round, I don't see anybody pulling a quarterback except.
Okay, here it is. I just saw
I mean,
Treylon Burks.
Cincinnati may pick a quarterback because their quarterback's kind of shitty. So.
All I know is that I have now found a way to play all my sound because Stream Deck updated. Like I told you, right? I told you that, right, Nate?
Mm-hmm.
So now I can play sound effects straight through my things to you. That way you guys can hear.
Is that how you guys heard my TV come on?
Your what?
You heard my TV come on, didn't you?
We heard the TV come on, but that was playing. I could hear it through your mic.
No, my mic's off.
Your mic was off?
Yeah.
We muted your mic after the fact.
I know, but I turned everything off at my board. So the fact that you could still hear it, then something's...
I don't know how we heard your live TV, but
when do the Patriots pick?
Number 21, right before Green Bay.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, right before Green Bay's first pick, because Green Bay has 22 and 28 as of right now.
Apparently the Saints already know, or the Saints already picked their guy?
Well, that's what's been happening all night. I guarantee the Saints have already picked, and so has Pittsburgh.
No, Pittsburgh's not. Pittsburgh's just on the clock now.
Yeah.
I will go. I will say. OH.
IO.
Ohio. What
did that
player
come
is from Ohio that hasn't been pulled off the board yet?
Yeah, all of them have been pulled off the board, it seems like.
There's no way they're picking an Ohio State player that could.
There's nobody. There shouldn't be anybody that high.
There should not be anyone that high.
Shouldn't be anybody left.
Well, Jeremy Rucker's a tight end, and he's probably not going till 4, maybe 5.
The third or fourth. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And,
weird.
I mean, there's
It's
a
Ohio
couple
State.
linemen.
In this first round, man, you know what? These draft picks, people don't know what they're talking about. They have no clue.
Vrabel's like, we put this pick in an hour ago. Why the hell are we still waiting for them to announce it? Oh, here they are.
The Philadelphia Eagles have traded the 18th pick to the Tennessee Titans. With the 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Traylon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas.
Yeah,
physical receiver, three-time
All right, Nate, you can tell them who the Saints picked.
Wait, no, you gotta give it a chance. I say it's a quarterback.
Yeah, it's a quarterback.
I think it's Willis.
Willis? Sure it's not Phyllis?
For who?
Saints.
I don't know.
It got very confusing the last 10 picks.
Yeah. Like, because we jump back and forth. We're like, hey, we're talking about the Saints. Then we're talking about the person picking 3 picks down. Then we're talking about the Saints again.
No, the Saints were on the clock.
They are on
Not
the clock
to
right
mention,
now.
the picks are completely blowing my mind about how far people are pulling people up from the second round into the first round to pick them.
Yeah, this has been a weird thing because I think it's because it's so heavy middle, like so middle heavy, that basically anybody in the second round is possible being pulled up to the first round at this point.
Or because they all said, you know what, Tampa Bay did it, Rams did it. We're just gonna buy the good players from the different teams, win Super Bowls that way. Draft isn't that important.
Well, it helps that
like,
Tampa
let's
Bay
piss
had
Smitty off.
good players before Brady got there, for them to be able to do that. Really, they really were only like we had said. Tampa was just missing a good quarterback.
Oh, Trevor Penning.
There he is. I was wondering what happened to that mother son of a bitch out of Northern Iowa.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah, Northern Ireland.
Oh, we said the magic word, Brady. There goes Nate.
Nate disappeared.
And Nate's gone.
He's back. It was just too good.
I forgot all about Penning being still on there. That's a good offensive lineman though.
I'm more impressed that I would love to not see a quarterback go this round at all. I would love everybody to be like, all right.
Don't worry, Green Bay still got time.
They always have time.
Well, Arizona's not going to pick one.
I'm surprised they haven't dealt Jordan Love somewhere.
I'm looking at the picks right now from what it used to be. I don't see anyone picking up a quarterback now.
Do you think Green Bay trades
maybe Pittsburgh?
Love to Pittsburgh to move up to the number 20 spot?
Maybe Pittsburgh.
Move from 28 to 20.
I mean, that would be a good competition. Jordan Love and Mitch Trubisky, and then whenever Baker Mayfield ends up there. I mean, he's got to go somewhere.
It's only a matter of time, right?
You know, I think the Browns would probably even pick up Colin Kaepernick too, just to really round everything out.
I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say it right now because he's going to be there when the Patriots pick. Patriots do pick up the guy from Florida State, Jeremiah Johnson II.
Well,
that's my.
It wouldn't be the first time we got somebody from Florida. Has he shot anybody though?
He tried to.
Okay, he's a Patriot.
Yeah. Nate's like, I'm gonna die over here. You almost made me choke.
I don't see Bill Belichick passing on that guy because he is really, really good, and he's defense. And I mean, as much as we talk about Bill Belichick and Brady in the offense, it's their defense that kept them who they were.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just that the defense never changed. It was smash mouth defense for all those years, with just different people that could play smash mouth defense.
Right. So I think they pick him. So
what happened?
So who's on the board right now?
Technically the Saints pick is in Pittsburgh would be on the board, and then New England.
So Pittsburgh might actually pull.
Did I miss the?
That's old.
Oh, that was
the
moments ago. Never mind. I thought I missed the last pick, but no, that never mind. I didn't miss it. It's okay.
Pittsburgh might get a quarterback here, but they might actually pick Pickett because he's from Pittsburgh to college. They probably watch him. They probably know him better than they know that guy from Liberty.
Pitt plays in the Steelers Stadium.
Yep.
So yeah, they're probably sitting there like jerking it in a press box watching University of Pitt games.
Does anybody know what happened in Jeremy?
Sometimes you make a pick just to please the fans of the area. Sometimes you do that. Just like, get some excitement going for your team.
I'm seeing that now. This isn't a certified source, but it says Malik Willis going to Pittsburgh.
Fucking stupid. I'm telling you. That kid is going to be a fucking bust.
It's just some random person, not a trusted source, but so far that's the only thing I'm seeing.
It's because they don't have a quarterback right now, especially what happened. And
I'm telling you, they need to just let Trubisky play for a year, wait until next year that has a stronger quarterback class.
Yeah. Trubisky is not a bad quarterback. Exactly. I know he was shitty in Chicago, but that's not his fault.
He had a winning record in Chicago.
Oh,
he did.
Let's hear for the service members and all those serving our great nation domestically and around the world. With the 19th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning, tackle, Northern Iowa.
That's not a bad pick for him.
No, it's not. Matter of fact, Penning probably should have went earlier.
Did anybody else read an article where they said that who's that fucking quarterback from the Saints?
Which one?
Not Winston. Not Winston. The other one.
Breeze.
The backup there. No, Breeze retired.
Taysom Hill.
Yes.
Taysom Hill. Did anybody else read an article where it said he was focusing on playing primarily just tight end now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't just read some really dumb article that was written by Jim Bob or something.
Jim Bob Joe.
Hey, you leave Jim Bob alone. He's a really good friend of mine.
Hey,
he's a good fella.
They don't call me Cousin Oliver for nothing.
And for $500, you too can be a co-host on the Talking Stuff podcast.
I did not pay $500 to our listeners.
He's been let go before.
I was let go for I think a period of 36 hours?
Maybe.
Somewhere around there.
What, you were fired and then rehired?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it was more complicated than that.
Did he have to get naked and do the truffle shuffle?
No.
That's what I had to do in order to get the job.
Nate just wanted to see your nut jiggle.
Yeah.
No, look, those things will haunt your dreams.
Chris's or Smitty's?
Bingo!
Those, I'm telling you all, you will never unsee it.
What, Chris's or Smitty's?
Smitty's testicles. I've never seen Chris's testicles. I've only seen Smitty's.
He's only made out with
Oh,
Chris.
you were down in the great sunny beach land and you never saw Chris's testicles?
No.
No, he was too busy kissing me.
I was too busy kissing him.
So I'm seeing conflicting reports.
Ooh.
It's either
Steelers?
The Steelers
it's either
pick is in.
Pickett or Willis.
I would take Pickett.
I would take Pickett over Willis, yes.
I've seen
I got-
both from reliable sources.
Draft Lord Sports saying it's Kenny Pickett.
I would take Pickett.
He's also going to energize the fan base, too.
Draco at DRA COD ZNS said that the Falcons are going to trade defensive tackle Grady Jarrett to the Steelers for the 20th pick.
That didn't happen because the pick is in.
I got a video of him being called.
Yeah, I got Kenny Pickett.
It is Pickett. Okay, who is next
Good.
on the board? We are at New England.
Yes.
I have to wait a minute until it's official, and then I got to step away for a second to
Yeah.
go listen to my wife yell.
Yeah, Steelers Depot
good
at
pick.
Steelers Depot picks Kenny Pickett.
Maybe you should bring her in to yell.
NFL Sunday Scoreboard's got Kenny Pickett. At ACB Collects says Kenny Pickett.
So
Well,
Chris, I
Chris,
think you should
Chris,
go
why don't
get,
you
bring,
walk away
get
now
your
and
life.
just go
Bring her
just
in, so
go
that
give
way
her
she
shoulder
can hear it,
to cry on for a minute.
and she should come and yell about it here.
Who did she want?
I don't think she knows. Not in this draft. the draft that will live in infamy is when we. Who the fuck did we select?
You know what they're going to do, though, if he becomes a
When
really
they
good
passed
quarterback?
on fucking J.K. Dobbins and then picked up McFarland from fucking Maryland the next round.
But the thing is, if he becomes a really good quarterback and Pittsburgh starts doing really good offensively and he's an amazing quarterback, they're going to start saying things like, oh, here comes Pickett's charge. Pickett's charge. I can see it already. He's going to have a phrase, Pickett's charge, because if you know anything about the Civil War, that was a thing. So
I don't think it's going to be much of a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I don't.
I think you're really stretching there, old man.
Just because you were alive during the Civil War, Smitty.
Alive? He fought
most
in
of us
it.
weren't.
the question, though, is what side did I fight on?
The side that was the drunkest. The side that let
Yeah.
you drink the most. That's which side. So I'm guessing at that point was the South.
You guys are actually closer to the area that Pickett charged happened than I am.
Which one of us? Because we're no
All of you.
Well, considering we have the North, the South, and the middle.
Well, yeah, but
Who's in the middle?
Chris and you.
Smitty is in the penis of the United States, so he's as far down as it gets compared to the rest of us.
Well, technically
This
he's
is
in the
true.
ball sack part of it.
He's
Oh my God, I am.
Or is he the
I am the
taint?
nutsack of the United States.
No, you would be the taint. Because you're not the balls and you're not the...
Yeah, no, you're the gooch. I'd say that Texas would be the testicles.
Yes.
I
You would be
think
the
Jeremy's the closest to where Pickett charge took place, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, Smitty, you would be the taint, technically. So, because you're not...
Oh yeah, because the balls are... That's that's awfully big balls for Texas.
Oh, Texas has big
Well,
balls.
everything is bigger in Texas.
All right. It looks like they're going to finally announce the pick that's been in for 20 minutes.
All right, Chris, you can go console your wife.
Well,
Tell
first
her
he's
that he will be a great quarterback in 6 years.
Tell
Yeah, when he
her
goes to the new
that
team.
they traded for Brett Favre.
Pittsburgh Steelers perhaps looking in that direction with the retirement of the great Ben Roethlisberger, two-time Super Bowl champion after 18 seasons. Ben,
And woman molester.
Yes. Oh.
Harris is with the commissioner at the podium right now as the Steelers have their selection in.
Get out of here. He's not happy either.
This season marks the 50th anniversary of one of the most memorable moments in NFL history. During the final seconds of the 1972 AFC divisional game, Franco Harris made an improbable catch known as the Immaculate Reception. He here with us tonight to celebrate the 50th anniversary of that moment and to announce the pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Please welcome Pro Football Hall of Famer Franco Harris.
What most people don't realize is that Pittsburgh lost that game.
This is incredible. Oh my gosh. Hello, Las Vegas. Wow.
He's happy.
I love this. I love this.
Going on
with the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett, quarterback.
Of course.
Does he realize he's not in Pittsburgh, so screaming out Pittsburgh Steelers is not going to get him a big reaction?
I swear, every team sends a group of fans there that will like be rowdy, but not too rowdy.
So
my question is, are the ones that are at home, do they have somebody show up at their house with the team like hat for them, or do they just have every hat for every team, and whoever picks them, they go to the other room and get that hat for them?
Yes.
Yes.
Second option, they have agents will situate it with the teams that
they also for the Super Bowl. They also for the Super Bowl make all the Super Bowl champions for both teams.
So technically, they make them.
Team that wins gets them sold, but the team that loses, they get that sent off to third world countries for clothing.
So if you want the perfect season shirt, you gotta go to third world country.
Right. I know that for a fact, but I knew the AFC and NFC championship games.
Oh, you mean for
and the Super Bowl? But I'm talking about like, do they have all the teams in front of them because if somebody trades, or they just have like the top, like the next 7 teams in front of them, kind of thing, the ones that are home. So I was
they just give the hat back whenever somebody picks. They give the hat back and then they go on.
Yeah.
According to some, I know my Mexican or my Spanish is really bad. But
Jeremy Johnson to Patriots. I'm picking it now.
Trent McDuffie.
Jesus Christ! Why is Jeremy Johnson still on the board?
I don't know. I'm seeing they're trading back.
I saw that.
Sounds like him.
That's a Bill Belichick move. Is he trading out of the first round for another kicker in the second round?
Ian Rappaport.
Why would they pick? Okay, why would Patriots
I see the Chiefs trade up to 21.
Why do you pick a cornerback that is not the best cornerback against the edge rusher? The best edge rusher.
Traded the 21st to the Chiefs
for multiple second round draft picks.
So we're not getting either one of the 29 or 30 from the Chiefs. Considering they have back-to-back picks at 29 and 30.
I'll be back. I have to go and do things with my bowels.
I see something that says yearly Patriots tradition. Wait 2+ hours for a pick, only for them to trade it back. Why do I even watch the first day? That's at Securin de Bagley on Twitter.
Yeah. It is like it is our yearly tradition. Other than last year, we trade out of the first round. It's just what we do.
All I see is false alarm. Patriots have traded Patriots on the clock.
It was
I'm
like
starting to get nervous at 22.
I want to see the Nate meltdown when they pick another quarterback or offensive lineman.
No, they're gonna pick a defensive lineman or something.
Yeah, something not useful.
Is there any good tight ends out there, like first round caliber tight ends?
I don't think
they all went.
You'd have to ask Mr. Chris, but I'm pretty sure they're all gone.
Ask one of the two that are no longer available.
Well, one went to relieve himself, and the other one's consoling his wife. You should text the wife and ask her. Maybe Chris will come back. Don't you have the wife's cell phone number? Be like, I'm sorry, your team picked a QB, but
rumor is that oh no, so the Chiefs traded the 29, 94, and 124, so the Patriots still have a first round draft pick.
Don't worry, they'll trade out of that one too.
According to Field Yates, so the rumor is the Chiefs traded up to jump the Packers for a receiver.
Son of a bitch. It's not like the Packers are going to take a wide receiver anyway.
No,
even though I don't need one.
They're going to take an interior defensive lineman.
Patriots got the 29th, 94th, and 121 pick, and the rumor is the Chiefs traded up to leapfrog the Packers for a wide receiver.
I just saw McDuffie somewhere.
McDuffie is a cornerback.
Chiefs select cornerback Trent McDuffie.
Yep, Albert Breer posted that.
I got that on Spaz Sports.
I got it from Albert Breer, a little more reliable.
Yeah, Sideline Daily's got it as well.
So,
okay, some team in the next 10 are going to pick motherfucking Johnson. I sort of go on.
Well, major surprise that Jordan Love is now trending on Twitter.
He's the second best quarterback in Green Bay.
He could at least be the third.
I think he's probably the fourth. Do you think that Green Bay trades him this year?
I don't think they can.
Why not?
I don't think anybody's really going to want him.
Yeah. Wide receiver George Pickens.
He's played in more games than the new Steelers quarterback. Oh,
hey, Nate, did you hear that?
The New England Patriots have traded the 21st pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. With the 21st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Trent McDuffie, defensive back, Washington.
You know, that's really good because McDuffie is probably more of a top 15 pick. So that's good for them.
So the funny part is they were expecting the New England Patriots to take a cornerback if they had picked at 21 anyways.
Yeah, but
because they lost all their corners.
The Packers are selecting a wide receiver.
Of course they are. They're going to pick Burks. Oh, Burks is gone. Never mind.
They're taking George Pickens.
We've heard of that before.
Is George Pickens? Chris, who's George Pickens?
He's out of Georgia.
I should know that.
I don't know who the fuck he is. I would have took Mechie over Pickens, but that's just me.
Didn't Green Bay say they're not going to reach for a player? And I'm telling you that Pickens, I'm not a pro at this, but I'm telling you Pickens is a second draft pick.
You mean a second round drafter pick?
Yes. So they're reaching a little bit. They should trade back.
So Chris, in normal Patriots fashion, they traded back to the Chiefs.
I just noticed that. I was looking at that as you were saying it.
Hey, the Dolphins traded back before the draft.
The Dolphins are sitting at home watching Tyreek Hill highlights, right?
Did you see that?
I got you.
This is the first time the draft, the Dolphins can just watch highlights of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. I got you covered, bud. Don't you worry.
They've got it. The Bengals have to take a fucking tackle.
Oh, probably.
I think they pick a wide receiver.
I mean, you can't get sacked 8 times in the AFC Championship game or whatever championship game.
Hey, it didn't matter. They won.
True. I'm just saying.
Although if he had another split second, he could have hit what's his name for a touchdown, won the game.
Exactly. It doesn't help the dude was offsides, but you know.
We won't go that far.
All right. So the pick is in. We're going to have a Green Bay pick, and Nate's going to freak out.
I already told you it's the wide receiver.
Yeah, but Nate doesn't believe anything until he hears it fully announced.
I don't think he's going to react as bad as we think. I don't think anything can top his reaction when they drafted Jordan Love.
Come on, they actually wasted a first-round draft pick on a wide receiver.
That's a first. Don't worry, it's going to fail.
That's great.
He does always say that he wants a wide receiver, and then they turn into nothing.
Wait, what? The Ravens have traded Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals?
Yes.
Really?
That was 41 minutes ago. How did I miss that one?
So the Cardinal is that so the Ravens can move up to the Cardinal spot on number 23?
It must be.
Jesus Christ. Miami, do something. I'm so bored talking about every other team but mine. God dang it.
What are you talking about? Miami's at home.
The only thing we talked about is, we traded back.
I honestly was waiting for the Bears to somehow trade into the first round.
Yeah, Bears.
Maybe
Ryan
Poles
why
is
are we
halfway
doing
smart.
this show? None of our teams are going to do a damn thing.
What do you mean? Nate's team made a pick.
Yeah, Nate's team finally is making a pick this year. Sounds like they're actually going to make a pick that Nate's been wanting for, 10, 12, 14 years?
So wait, let me get this straight. So A.J. Brown and Hollywood Brown both got traded tonight?
Yes.
Which are two of the three people that are in those contracts that want bigger contracts and haven't showed up to off-season non-mandatory things.
Oh, there's the Goodell.
With the 22nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Quay Walker, linebacker, Georgia.
Who picked that?
Clay Walker, linebacker, Georgia.
But
Green Bay did that?
One of those Georgia defenders, so that's certainly not a bad thing. Another Georgia.
He's a very good player that I've never heard of.
Who said that they were going to pick a wide receiver, Jeremy? Did you?
I don't remember.
No, but they're not, because they're not going to reach for a wide receiver. They said that.
Hey, Nate.
Nope, they got another linebacker.
How are you feeling right now?
Do you want
It's
to
not
get
a
away?
corner. We could use a good corner. Maybe a solid
Ravens traded the pick to the Bills.
So can he play outside? Is he capable of outside as an inside linebacker? Yeah, quality 3-4 guy.
I don't really know the guy, but I can tell you
the Buffalo
this.
Bills
They
just
should have
moved
traded
up
back
to-
into the
I
second
would have
round.
took Elam out of Florida.
I mean, we lost Zadarius Smith. So if he's a good, solid rushing linebacker, that'd be wonderful.
I'm missing something here.
Nope, the Buffalo Bills just traded up.
Yeah, I was going to say the Buffalo just traded. So in order to get Hollywood Brown, so the Ravens gave Hollywood Brown and the 100th pick to the Cardinals for number 23, and then traded it away.
Okay, so basically what the teams are doing right now are just messing with people. They don't really care. They're just playing around. They don't care. They're like, let's just make it exciting for
They're
the
either
fans
getting
because
players that
we don't
they
give a damn about
want,
these players.
or they're getting more picks.
This is the most confusing and fun draft I've seen because
Nobody's in the same spot they were in originally now.
I'm really
So,
glad that I
the
didn't take the
Ravens-
time to try to plan this all out.
The Ravens get 25 and 130 for 23. Apparently, they were trying to jump Dallas for something.
One person on Twitter says, "Well, that pick is a big fu to Aaron. If we don't trade for Debo, we will riot. This is ridiculous."
you can't trade for Debo. We already discussed this. You weren't there for that though.
Yes, I've been.
Green Bay will not give up what he has to give up.
No.
Some guy named Dylan Bates has Ryan Reynolds going, "God damn it," as Rogers is watching the draft.
So, best comment I've seen tonight: Bills just need to draft someone better, calling a coin flip. They have everything else.
Well, you know what their whole the Bills' whole problem was?
One of the teams selected what's her name, Lizzo, for offensive lineman because she has a badunk-a-dunk.
They did. It was funny as hell.
What the hell is Lizzo?
That singer with the big badunk-a-dunk, apparently.
Okay.
Google it.
I don't hate the linebacker pick, but is he like the best quality player that could be on the board right now? Looking at my two college folks.
No. There's a mother in
Smitty's very
Florida
mad
State.
right now.
Chris, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that Jeremiah Johnson II from Florida State is not the best player on the board right now and has been for the last 10 picks.
Correct. He is the best player on the board right now overall.
And what's his position?
Defensive end.
There you go.
Okay, so the Bills apparently at number 23 are taking Kaiir Elam, cornerback.
Okay, that's fair.
K-A-I-R.
The one that I just said the Steelers should have took.
That's exactly the one.
Or not Steelers, Packers. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
There's got to be something wrong with Johnson. He must have a small penis.
So
Travis.
Dallas is up next.
It's always
Dallas can go with Johnson. He's gonna get Zion Johnson.
Buffalo down. Oh, the pick's in for Buffalo finally.
I told you. I just announced it.
Well, it just came up on the TV.
Here, Ellum.
Who's Jermaine the second? Jermaine Johnson the second?
Yes,
that's his boy.
That's the Cowboys. That seems like everyone's saying.
Oh my God, my brother's gonna fucking he's gonna cream all over himself. He's a Florida State fan and a Cowboys fan. He's gonna love that. He's the one that does all this. That's him.
Not official yet, but that's what I'm seeing a lot of people say him.
Okay, you're getting ahead of us again, Chris. Damn it. You're not Chris. Jeremy, you're getting ahead of us again, Jeremy.
You're not Chris. Who are you?
You smell the same.
I showered today.
Oh, Nate, you missed it also that me and Chris and Jeremy are going to go watch a college football game here in the Southeast. We're all going to get together next year to do that.
Yes. And Travis couldn't figure out that college is played on Saturday, not Sunday.
I forgot.
Sometimes Thursday.
Yeah, sometimes Thursday.
And it's actually played Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yep.
So he goes, you could be the one to go out drinking at a college game, spend the night on the couch, and still make it to work on Monday. And I go, college is played on Saturdays usually.
Yeah, but the amount that you drink, you would still be able to get to work on Monday.
Even if it was a Sunday, yes.
On Sunday.
True.
We've decided that Jeremy's a freak of nature. We all know this.
He is.
I don't know how you can put down copious amounts of alcohol and not seemingly be affected.
Seemingly
no
die.
comment.
Well, see, I would go head to head with Jeremy, but he drinks beer and I drink whiskey. And I don't think it's a fair comparison.
We could go whiskey for whiskey.
Jeremy can't do the
Nope.
hard stuff.
Not doing
He
it.
may pee on his dirty laundry on his side of the bed, but he'll do it in the morning.
No, that's always Sambuca.
Yes. Don't
And
give
that's
him
because someone else was in the bathroom. Don't blame me.
No, Mo specifically asked you, is there something wrong with the bathroom? And you said no. And
She
so-
went to the bathroom and then came back and asked me that question. But that's just a long night of drinking Sambuca when everyone called it quits early.
I would do that with you, Jeremy, but I'm afraid we'd wake up naked together in the bed.
Well, who's Big Spoon at that point in time? You're
Well,
left
I would
nut.
definitely be small spoon. I gotta be small spoon.
He likes to be
I like
held
being
when he
cuddled.
sleeps. Oh, Goodell's back.
With the 23rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Kaiir Elam, defensive back, Florida.
That would have been a
Now,
better
we'll
pick
go
for
with the jargon of
so-
the draft. This is a straight.
So the Jets picked up a corner. The Bills have now picked up a corner. Who are they trying to stop in this league, do you think?
Wait. That's
Well, in this
Jacoby
division.
Myers, right? That's Patriots
Who,
here.
what?
Jacoby Myers.
I think they're trying to stop. I think they're trying to stop Tom Brady from. Wait, that's Tampa Bay. Damn.
I think they're trying to stop Tariq Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Breaking news. In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select a new owner.
Oh no! Change that to Miami. Change that to Miami, please. I cannot stand our owner.
Isn't somebody shopping a new owner presently? Somebody.
Denver.
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 A couple of
They're
different
going
teams.
to be owned by Walmart.
Hey guys, let's get together and make a co-op and buy the team.
Okay.
If
Good.
if we could afford it, that would be awesome.
Just get a loan. I can get a loan for at least $6,000. How about you?
Although, wouldn't Nate?
All we got to
wouldn't,
do is
wouldn't with
all we
Nate be a
make the team
conflict of
public.
interest because he's an owner of Green Bay?
I'm not
Sorry.
a majority owner,
It doesn't matter. It'd be a conflict of interest,
even if it's a nonprofit.
even if it's nonprofit.
Can I
Right.
just be a non-voting member of the co-op?
I don't think so. I think you would technically it would be a conflict of interest because you would have to sell your Green Bay shares. How does that feel?
I mean,
A whole 2 shares?
own,
No, he owns
five.
5?
5.
Yeah, yes, but to be 1/5 owner of a team, I think he'd do it.
Yeah, but he owns 4 shares or 5 shares, but that's not 5 out of 100.
Well, Nate went,
you understand that,
Nate
right?
Nate went from 1 to 5, so that explains why Amanda almost divorced on Monday this past month. Or was it 6 months? A year, like 6 months ago.
Have you? Actually, you haven't, but I have quite a collection of comic books all around me at this moment.
Yes.
So
Do you? I didn't know you were in the comic books.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden.
So the latest is Elon. Please buy the Cowboys.
He said he said he's not a miracle worker.
Did you see the one where it said that he was talking to Bezos and says, "I'm going to buy Amazon next"?
Yes.
So that was you.
Yeah.
He goes, add the cart.
And he's like, buying Twitter, still having $450 billion left in the bank, and Twitter, Facebook, and it's shivering underneath the table, crying. Ugh, that'd be too good.
That would be.
Oh.
I shared that snap to TikTok earlier. Elon Musk buys Twitter for 44 billion. All the people complain this and that. It's a great way to piss off all these liberals.
They do seem very mad about it for some reason.
Yeah.
Yes. Good waste of money right there.
Although it was like the Wild Wild West again back on Twitter the minute it happened though. Everybody that I hadn't seen in months, if not longer, all of a sudden popped back up on my Twitter. I was like, where the hell you guys been?
Hey, just like before it was owned by the other, because people say it was they were so mad because one person owns it. Well, one person owned it before, so
yeah.
If you don't like it back then, you don't use it. You don't like it now, you don't use it. It's just
Elon
your own.
and told all the haters to not leave. He doesn't care if you like him or not to stay.
That's true. So where we at now?
We're still waiting
for the Cowboys. The Cowboys taking a good long time this time.
But we know who they picked.
No, we don't.
No.
I thought we said that was going to be Jeremy. Jeremiah Johnson.
Jeremy doesn't have
the rumor.
6 picks in.
Oh, okay.
Anything for Dallas.
Jeremiah Johnson.
I keep seeing his name up, but I don't see anything official.
You do realize there isn't a Jeremiah Johnson, right? It's Jermaine.
Same difference. Same person. They're brothers.
It's Jeremiah now.
Damn right. No. They still could get that dude, that Zion Johnson, which I thought they were going to get beginning with from Boston College, the offensive lineman.
He's already been picked.
Was he? Who was he picked by?
That was a while ago.
Was I using the bathroom at that point?
No, you were here.
You were sitting there. He was Chargers.
Oh, that's right.
Being cute.
And Green's gone too, right?
I don't think so.
No,
Who?
Green is gone.
Green's gone. He went to Houston.
Yeah, they're going to have to get him. It's stupid not to get that man right now.
Tyler Smith, offensive tackle.
Tulsa. He's the highest rated tackle right now on the board.
Oh, God. I swear, I'm not doing the show no more if this man is taking first round.
In your general direction.
Honestly, this is a great first round. Like, the first 9 picks were pretty like, okay, blah, blah, blah. After that, it's been like, boom, 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 everyone jumping, and it's been very entertaining.
It has been very entertaining.
Yeah, I'm seeing multiple Tyler Smiths to the Cowboys at 24.
We're running out of time.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
Sure.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Johnny, do you like movies about gladiators?
You ever been in a Turkish prison?
I feel like they realized how far behind they were, and they've sped up their announcing.
With the 24th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Smith, tackle, Tulsa.
Yep. You can't pick Tulsa. Okay, this is what I'm saying. You can't pick a player from Tulsa because his opponents are not the same level as a player from Florida State or from Ohio State or
I
from
would
Notre
argue that
Dame.
because Florida State's in the ACC, and the ACC is fucking horrible.
They are one of the top 15 divisions in the college. Okay,
The Power Five is what you're trying to say.
but Florida State still plays the Gators and other teams. But who does Tulsa play?
Tulsa's in the AAC, I believe. They're in the same conference as Cincinnati, and Memphis, and UCF.
Yeah, exactly. So you just can't pick them. I mean, nah.
Mind you, half of those teams I just named have been ranked above Florida State the last few years.
So I'm seeing a lot of people reporting that Jermaine Johnson is off a bunch of people's boards due to character issues.
Okay.
Well, that's what we were.
I just said there might be a character issue with him.
No, you said small penis.
Green Bay, there ain't shit up there to do.
That's why we should ship all the problem children up to Green Bay because it's so cold they can't have fun outside.
No, you know where he's gonna go? He's gonna go to Vegas.
I was just saying he's going to go to the fucking Bears.
Well, Kamara got arrested.
Go to the Cowboys. They love problem childs.
I thought he would be a Patriot because that's what Bill Belichick loves, at least problem children. And
no, he only lets people kill people.
I mean,
Well,
he is
it's
the one
allegedly.
coach that actually had a murderer on his team. That was proven.
And he hit it for quite a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. There's been the Ravens coach had a murder on his team too.
But wasn't proven. I said
Yeah,
proven.
it was alleged. It was alleged.
I think the Aaron Hernandez stuff was all alleged too.
You did. I was gonna say, did he get fully convicted? I thought he didn't.
No, because he killed himself. He was not fully convicted.
Oh yeah, he Epsteined himself for sure.
Yes.
Well, no, Epstein's not dead, so he didn't Epstein himself. Hernandez is actually dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was guilty as fuck.
Ravens are on the
You ever
line, correct?
seen a grown man naked?
Did you guys see the report that a bunch of Epstein's money has been changing accounts recently?
Oh, of course it has.
I did not. Interesting.
Yeah, so apparently a lot of his funds have been transferring from accounts to accounts recently.
Well, none of them will come to my account.
Well, no, all his own.
Well,
all
I would like it to show up in my account.
Yeah.
I would too.
Oh, why did we lose Nate?
I don't know. His internet should be plenty well enough.
Yeah, I just got tired of being on screen.
Oh, but you're so pretty. We like your face.
Yeah.
We thought you were gone.
I was worried. I was wondering
Oh yeah,
if he upset
I
you.
took care of what I needed to see.
Well, you have
Yeah.
another pick coming up.
Yeah.
He's still here in spirit and in voice, but in
You Travis, you just need to take a random picture and put it on, or Nate, choose some random like.
and
GIF or something
visually
to
he's
post
not
in your
here
background.
because
Yeah, the back. You can always just put your background up.
Yeah, Nate, just put your background up.
If I put my background up, then you're gonna see me.
No,
That's true.
you can just set the picture as your picture.
Yeah, yes. Set your picture as the background instead of in not.
kind of like when I do this. When I do this,
You do.
that
Hey, I could do that. Though no, it still shows a little skateboard guy.
Yeah, it just shows Skype on the thing. I thought there was a way to just send your picture, just to post a picture of yourself.
Now we're all just playing.
Okay, you guys are going to like make me spaz out here.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have a seizure.
You're gonna make
That's the word I
Chris
was
drop
looking
Chris's internet drop out again.
Right?
Okay, who's up?
Minor
Who's
internet
up?
can't handle that.
Still the Ravens.
Who's okay? Ravens are picking.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with is Kyler
is-
Gordon off the board?
No, he's not.
I'm going with Kyler Gordon, quarterback for Washington. He's the only name I know
Joey.
right now.
Have you ever been
He's 12
in a
on the
Turkish
big board.
prison?
I like having this soundboard now since they.
I love the fact they have a soundboard. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I get to switch screen. I can switch back and forth between everything, so that way I can.
Oh no! We suck again!
There you go, Nate. I actually want one of those stickers now.
You will get one of those stickers.
Awesome.
And I think that Jeremy gets anything he wants because he's heard every episode. And I'm pretty sure he's the only one on the planet that's heard every episode because even I haven't heard every. I mean, I recorded them, but I haven't heard them all.
I'm the only one dumb enough to sit through all of the episodes.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of them, all of them either, and I've recorded every single one.
Well,
Right, so I think Jeremy gets whatever hell he wants.
Uh-oh, there went Chris.
Did that work?
No, don't do that because that screws up all the videos. Whoever did that, now I have to fix that. View.
I didn't touch it. I don't even know how to do that.
I used to, but it won't come up on mine.
So I have to have it in grid for everybody to show up properly in Streamlabs, which is what we use to do all our streaming. And I think I would have to have it set to something else to have us all in.
I put it back on grid on mine so I can see everybody just fine.
So you guys can change it to whatever, but if you change mine view, then I have to fix everybody's.
I swear I can't do it. It says I don't have an option. Why don't I have an option?
I can do together mode.
Yeah, you have to go to view, and then I think you go to together mode.
The
I can do that, but I can't do like my
gallery,
background different.
Together mode.
So the question is, do the Ravens take a quarterback? Because they don't want to pay Jackson, especially if you
They're going to pay Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Selecting Iowa center Tyler Lindenbaum.
Oh my God, that's exactly who Green Bay should have got.
We have a pretty decent center.
Yeah, but he got bad knees.
What lineman doesn't?
So the Titans are up next.
That's a good point.
Trough whopper! I fart in your general direction!
4. You ever seen a grown man naked?
Oh, why is it taking so long for these picks?
I don't know.
You figure the long time picks would be the first 10, not the last 10.
Yeah. So the report is A.J. Brown will sign a 4-year, $100 million extension with the Eagles.
Wow.
Wow. How much is that guaranteed? Did it say?
It does not say
No,
guaranteed.
that'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll get
These wide receivers think they're worth money and they ain't.
It's all because the Jacksonville Jaguars paid Christian Kirk a shit ton for nothing.
They did.
Oh, here's Goodell.
The Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Lindenbaum, center, Iowa.
Some Lindenbaumage.
So that was the Ravens that picked number 25?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God
and
damn,
the Titans are on the clock.
There's 7 more picks. Jesus Christ.
Hour to go. Refill.
Well, apparently
I might have
Stephen
to go
A.
smoke a
Smith
cigarette here in a minute.
isn't happy that the Steelers took Pickett either. So, at least your wife.
What's that?
Apparently, Stephen A. Smith is also not happy that the Steelers took Pickett.
I'm not happy with
so-
Stephen A. Smith. What does he know? What has Stephen A. Smith done sports wise to make him an expert in this?
Nothing.
Did he play any sport whatsoever?
No.
No, he's all he does is antagonize things to get people to watch and comment on different social media things.
See, this is why I understand when people say everyone should not have the freedom of speech.
A lot of people were wanting that Linderbaum that the Ravens just picked up. That's who a lot of the Steelers wanted, the Steelers fans, because I just checked some of their message boards.
Yeah.
They wanted him. They wanted some linemen.
Yeah.
What the hell? How did it just go from the Titans to
the Jets traded up?
Okay,
Jets trade up
again. Yep.
Because it just like flashed on my screen, so I was like, "What?"
Okay, the Jets are gonna get the.
I feel bad for whoever goes to the Jets.
They're gonna get the Florida State guy, Devin. They're gonna get.
All right, so we had this question earlier,
The
Nate.
best receiver in the draft went to the Jets, and
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had this question earlier. Actually, the last time the Jets picked, Nate, would you rather be picked in the top 10, or would you rather be picked in the bottom 10? If you were eligible and good enough to play in the NFL, would you rather
bottom
be
10 of the first round.
right?
Bottom 10.
Would you rather be the top 10 or the bottom,
No,
like
it'd be the
20?
bottom 10. At least that way I have a chance of getting a ring my rookie year.
But
that wasn't the
10 make the most
original
amount of
question
money.
because my answer was second round altogether.
Yeah.
I'd actually be pretty content at third round.
Yeah, just like don't expect much
I'd
of
be
me.
content at
I'm
practice squad.
Yeah.
And you know what? My whatever guy who does everything for my agent, don't fight too much. Just sign. I'll sign whatever you say.
I'm
good.
Sure practice squad players, they get paid like the league minimum of like $250,000 a year.
I thought league minimum is now $400,000 a year.
I think it is. Or no, that's for
that's for if you're on the roster.
no.
Oh, okay.
What
I
would
think
you do
that's if
for a
you've been
Klondike bar?
in the league so many years?
Oh.
Either way,
Hey, Corey Ledger's back. Haven't seen him in a while.
DN Jermaine Johnson is who the Jets are taking.
Ooh.
yes,
What do we know about him, Chris?
he's the Florida State guy. I can tell you all about him. What do you want to know?
Yeah, he's the
Okay,
one that's
Smitty,
got
give the
attitude
rundown.
problems.
So New York is the perfect place for him to go?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, so he can
That
burn it.
sounds stupid.
Well, I said before when they drafted again, like the second draft pick, they needed him because they need to have defensive players to take care of Buffalo, Miami, and the Patriots because, especially Buffalo and Miami, their offense is going to be, well, hopefully for the Dolphins, explosive, and they don't have a defense to handle that. And Patriots are Patriots, so they need defensive players to take care of that, and they don't have it. So that's why I said they were going to draft him. I thought they would draft him in the top 10. And luckily, they just dropped to him in the bottom 10. So.
Okay, so the Titans traded the 26 and the 101 for 35, 69, and 163.
Is that a Goodell I see? Is that? I don't see him walking. Oh, nope. They went to the New York Jets room that told us we had to pick him for 30 minutes.
No, actually, these later picks are not coming in anywhere close as quickly.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's because they're like, well, we everybody's off the board. We
Well,
should've just
and
traded
also
out
I
this
think
round.
we should have expected this because we have said that this is very middle heavy.
Yeah.
And all the players that are 20 on to like 120 are like interchangeable. So it's like, well,
But
I want this
basically,
player even though no one else does.
Basically,
but
they
do.
have the top 15 in each that are still left on the board, and they're just throwing darts at positions.
Right. So a lot more movements going on. It's like, well, I want this player more than this player because I grade this person higher. And yeah, so
This
we should expect
dartboard
this to
has
happen.
positions. This dartboard over here has players' names on it.
See, this is why I want to be a billionaire so I could buy a football team. And guess what, guys? I would hire all of you to be my draft guys.
I just want to control your podcast.
You can show my car podcast.
He wants to be your media
Travis,
guy.
you can be my defensive coordinator. Jeremy can be my offensive coordinator.
I also want to be your
The
radio.
26th pick to the New York Jets. With the 26th pick in the 2022 NFL
Here-
Draft, the New York Jets select Jermaine Johnson, linebacker
Yes.
of Florida State.
I hate the Jets. I just got his off the board before the second round.
Okay,
All right, I am going to
So
smoke
so
while
I
the
don't
Tampa
understand.
Bay picks.
Hey,
He said he was a
before you go,
linebacker,
Chris,
but
who
he's
is
listed as a
Devontae Watt?
defensive end.
Devontae Watt. Hold on.
No,
So
he's a
why
good player.
Is
He's
Goodell
an
an
offensive
idiot,
lineman.
or they just have it
I'm
listed
seeing-
wrong? They have him.
He's from Georgia. He's from Georgia.
Or
He's a
Wyatt,
defensive lineman.
Not Watt, Wyatt, W-Y-A-T-T.
He's Watt. He's Devontae Watt. He's a Georgia. He is a senior from Georgia, and he's a defensive lineman. And he should have
Yeah,
went in the top
says
20.
Defensive tackle, Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a number 2 ranked defensive tackle.
Never mind. Buccaneers trading 27 picks to the Jags.
Yep.
Oh.
Jesus.
So
All right.
what would that drop them to? Or are they just out of the first round now? They're out of the first round. What did they get for it, Jeremy?
I'm working on it. Give me a minute.
Faster,
I will be
Jeremy,
back while
faster.
the Jags figure it out.
I forgot Tampa Bay was actually in this draft.
Well, it's because they didn't win the Super Bowl again. so-
They traded from 33.
That's not much of a jump.
No.
but
they traded for 27. They traded 33, 106, and 180.
So
they got 3 for 1 and dropped 6 spots.
I would have done that, especially with this draft.
Yep.
Yeah.
They also have to pay less because if you don't pick in the first round, your players make less money.
Yeah, second rounders take a big hit, but you don't get that fifth year option.
Right.
That's the.
I did not know that. I did not know you get a 5th round option only if you're in the first round.
Yeah, and it's all incentivized based on your performance and like Pro Bowl selections, things like that.
Huh.
So that's why a lot of teams don't take the 5th year option anymore, though, because it's fully guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So with a lot of players, like as you've heard the past week or so, a lot of people have had the 5th round option selected or the 5th round option. They haven't selected it. You have to decide by a certain date.
Yeah, that's why the Pats actually lost an offensive lineman because they didn't pick up the 5th round, the 5th year option, and now they need a new offensive lineman.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of teams that did not so far that have not got a first round draft pick this year.
No, there's not. There's a lot of teams that have multiple first round draft picks this year compared to normal.
Yeah. So now Miami didn't have a first rounder.
Chicago.
The Patriots traded out of the first round because
Patriots have the 29th pick.
Well, so far they have the 29th pick.
Yeah.
So,
Tampa Bay traded out.
Yeah, they traded out. Who else?
Carolina the 6th pick.
Who else didn't have
San Francisco get a pick?
No, they did not.
Yeah, San Fran lost the pick for. Oh, I had it.
A lot of teams. It feels like a lot of teams did not get a first round draft pick.
Well, a lot of them traded out or had traded away their livelihood and picks for known commodities.
Did you see the Elon Musk tweet? Next, I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in.
Yes. Can't wait for that.
That's funny. I like
Trayvon Walker. Oh no, never mind. That was the number one.
That was the first pick of the draft.
I don't know why it just popped up just now.
That was
Devin Lloyd. They'll go with that one.
Devin
Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, that's the linebacker from Utah.
I think so, or it was an O name, or maybe U name.
Yeah, I think because I believe that the draft I looked at had him going to Patriots. So yeah, Devin Lloyd. Yeah. Oh, welcome back.
There's a Nate.
I've been here the whole time.
Blasphemy.
He was doing
I know you did when you eat your food in front of the camera. I understand what you did.
What is he self-conscious about eating now?
No, I just
rude.
He doesn't want to look like a fatty.
He still wants to be the.
Hey, Chris is back too. Wow, we got them both back within 30 seconds of each other.
Jags traded up to take Devin Lloyd.
If we lived close together, you'd think that we were screwing around or something.
Well, we know you were.
No one knows you don't live close together.
Well, we know you guys were on Snapchat.
We know you like to watch videos live.
So Devin Lloyd is the
inside
linebacker from Utah. Okay.
And Green Bay is back on the clock.
Go Green Bay. Pick up a wide receiver. Let's see who's left.
They're gonna pick up a center.
How convenient! I happen to come back on when Green Bay's
on the clock.
How convenient.
The Jaguars pick
who's the top-rated wide receiver, Chris? Right now.
Christian Watson, North Dakota State.
That's a good pick.
Who's the top-rated offensive center?
All right, the Seahawks are taking.
Wait, there's still a quarterback out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Packers are gonna take the quarterback that needs a year.
Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Malik Willis is going to drop out of the first round, which I think is perfectly right.
And that's when Green Bay will pick him up in the second round.
Who's the third two?
It could very well change in a minute.
As of right now, it is currently the Vikings.
Nick Sline on Twitter said, with the 28th pick, Green Bay Packers select Malik Willis.
Dude, if that was the case, Nate, I would just get off right now. Just
I may just sell all of my stocks on Twitter or on eBay.
So apparently Lamar Jackson wasn't happy after the Ravens traded away Marquise Brown and then drafted center Tyler Lindbaum.
I mean, he should be ecstatic to have a capable center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, give him a line.
But he runs. He doesn't care. But I think that's why they traded away at a receiver, because they're like, well, you're not going to throw to him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's be honest here.
Oh, it's so funny watching these teams. I'm trying to think. I mean, they seem like seriously. I know we named Miami. I know we named Chicago and San Francisco. But I feel like there's like 5 or 6 teams that are not getting a draft pick in the first round. I mean, Buffalo has a pick, have they?
The Rams aren't going to pick. The Bills
Buffalo had a pick.
Yeah. The Rams haven't. The Rams don't have a first round draft pick this year. The Raiders.
The Raiders. That's what I was thinking of. That's 4 right there already.
The Cardinals traded away their draft pick. Right?
Right.
So.
But Green Bay is getting lively in the draft, so that's good. And Patriots draft pushed back, and
Patriots draft next.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
Trade again.
I guarantee they
No, they
trade
don't.
out of the first round.
And I am so happy that my dude came off the board finally.
I see a Goodell.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have traded the 27th pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. With the 27th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Devin Lloyd, linebacker, Utah.
Seriously, that is a really good pick
about
for that.
This pick here, this is one of my favorite players in college football from last year,
I
Devin
mean,
Lloyd.
the fact that he got Lloyd
Not only a
that far
tremendous
down.
player, but an extraordinarily high
Travis,
character
mute
guy.
it.
He was,
You don't need to hear all this information.
I mean, Lloyd
I
to
was
me was
busy
like a
copying
top
something.
20. So
All
I
right,
think
Nate.
that's a really good
Nate,
for
you
him.
got to watch
Good for him.
something I just put in the group chat. It's perfect for you.
So we have Kansas City and Green Bay and that team up northeast that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
We got Green Bay. Don't worry, the Pats will trade out of the 29th pick again.
The ATP.
Oh, yeah. ATP has a pick coming.
And I think the Lions had 32, but they traded back with who?
The Lions traded
Vikings.
up. and
Vikings.
The Vikings
That's what I
now
meant.
have
Who?
it.
Yeah, Vikings have it now. So Vikings, who's the quarterback?
Vikings?
Yeah.
That guy used to play for the
Kirk Cousins?
Washington's football
Yep,
team.
that one.
Is it Kirk Cousins?
It is Kirk Cousins.
He was drafted the
They
same
gave him a
year
pretty good contract about 3 years ago, right?
They just re-upped his contract over the offseason.
Who's their backup?
Joe Schmo, nobody.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
I
may very well pick up Willis.
Devontae Wyatt.
That's what I'm
Oh,
seeing.
the Packers pick is in. Jerry, who do you got?
I got Devontae Wyatt, same thing as Nate. Defensive tackle.
Wyatt, oh my god, that's the defensive lineman from fucking Georgia, man. That's a great pick. That's an excellent pick.
Nate's
for
like,
any
I
team.
need to yell at the owners meeting.
I know it's not a wide receiver, but you.
No, here's the problem. Their picks seemingly aren't. They are positions of need. That's the problem.
But they
flashy
traded away
picks.
Adams.
But Green Bay won more games without Adams than they did with him. Like, they were undefeated without him. So really, they don't need Adams.
Okay, tell me this is the end of next season.
Yes.
I mean,
So,
Green Bay's
so you're
still going to be in
saying
first
Green Bay's
place.
going to go 19-0, right?
I'm just saying that
Or would it be
Wyatt
20-0
is
now?
Wyatt is a very good player, and he has dropped because he should have been picked up long before now. So it's a really good pick for Green Bay.
I'm good with it. I mean, as long as if there's a good tight end in the second round, that's what I really want is a good tight end.
I don't know if there's any good tight ends good enough in the second, maybe third round. What was that player, Chris, in Ohio State?
Yeah, Chris, do we see any tight ends coming out this year at all?
So let me look real quick. I mean, I know my guy. So
yeah, he's probably the best tight end in the draft.
No, he's ranked 3.
Behind who?
Trey McBride out of Colorado State and Greg Duke something out of UCLA.
Out of UCLA, yeah, that's slimy.
So basically, you're saying a couple of nobodies.
No. The UCLA guy is pretty stout.
Who is Karlaftis?
That is probably he's probably the best defensive end in the Big Ten.
I'm seeing a lot of posts about him going to the Patriots.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad pickup. The dude's got he's got a motor on him.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He's a defensive end.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll play opposite of.
He's a defensive end, but he can also
play linebacker. Play outside.
Yeah, he's a coverage end.
Chris,
he can drop back.
What kind of motor does he have? Is it one for a boat?
Yes.
A motorboat.
So he's
Is
all
it straight six?
So he's all torque, no speed.
Yep.
Is that a big sheet of paper or is that just a regular 5x8? I mean 10x8.
That's a regular. It's a
8.5 by 11.
Is it 11 by 17?
No, it's 8.5 by 11. It's a regular piece of paper.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Have a painting.
It just
You
fits.
guys need to
perfectly.
hurry up. I have to get up for work in the morning.
We're not the one holding you up, dude.
I would like to go have a cigarette, but this is
I
taking
mean,
them
there's
forever.
nothing that says, Travis, that you can't walk away and come back.
Yeah, they'll probably have traded back by then.
And I'm pretty sure you have the TV on in the garage.
No, I don't have. Well, right now I don't. When I go up there, I'll turn it on because I didn't turn it on before.
Or just smoke in the house.
No, I can't. That's the one thing we don't do is we don't smoke in the house.
Yeah, when I build my house, I will not smoke in my house, except for in the bar.
Yeah, if I had a bar,
Maybe the bedroom.
I would probably have I have an exhaust fan in my back room for my computers and stuff that are in the back room to keep the heat out of there.
Cole Strange.
The 32 men drafted tonight will go on to do great things on the field, but they'll also make tremendous impacts in their communities. Nobody exemplified that more than Walter Payton. Named in his honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, is the most prestigious award a player can receive. Tonight,
Really? Cole
we
Strange.
are
Who's
proud
Cole
to
Strange?
have Andrew Whitworth, the 2021 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, here with us.
Chris, who's Cole Strange?
I'm looking. I've never heard of him. What position do you know?
Thank you, Commissioner.
No.
Thank y'all. Whose house? That's what I'm talking about.
Offensive line.
I am very humbled and grateful to stand before you as the 2021 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. I would love
Apparently
to
played
thank
for Tennessee.
the NFL.
So we gotta wait for him to tell us that Green Bay finally made the pick, but
Cole Strange is a guard out of Tennessee Chattanooga.
Chattanooga.
Really? They picked him?
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now on my phone.
Yep, Chattanooga guard.
What the? His name is Cole Strange.
He's the
Cole
number 3 in his
Strange.
position rank.
Dude, he's gonna play 2 years and be done.
Coltrane.
I mean, Cole Strange. Cole, the Cole Strange train. See if he's popular and he does well, then they're going to start pulling that out.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Cole Strange train. Follow the Strange train. He's offensive line, right?
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Mm-hmm. But if he blocks people on their asses and stuff, and the running back can fall behind them, they follow the Strange train.
They did lose. What's their name? What's his name to Tampa?
With the 28th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle. Georgia.
Sirius is a really good pick. It's a good value pick.
It is a good value pick. All right, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back.
We don't want to talk amongst yourselves.
Do what you've been doing.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, so right now it's just me and Chris that's on a video right now. It looks like
I'm on video.
Oh, I don't see you.
I don't know what this little thing. Like I
My
can't.
video's
hardly see
on.
it.
And he's just holding a picture up in front of his.
No, I
swear he taped it. And it's perfectly squared, which is beautiful.
No, it's a little off.
How many picks do we have left?
I hope 2.
We have Kansas City. We have 3, 30, 31, and 32.
Kansas City gets picked twice, don't they?
No, because they traded up.
So Kansas City, Cincinnati, and
Yep.
and Minnesota.
Yep, and the Pats are currently on the clock.
No, they're not. They picked Cole Strange.
Yeah.
So, am I the only person that's ever listened to every single episode of your Talking Stuff podcast?
Probably.
Yeah.
You are.
And actually, we should have you on to talk about your journey because.
And the thing is, there was a fan of ours, and his name was Brandon. And he listened to the
I
first.
remember Brandon.
Yeah, he was the first. I mean, he listened to probably the first 3 seasons, I guess. Well, no, the first. I guess what season 4? We're in season 5 now, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
he was current.
He was current for all season 4, a little bit of season 3, but he didn't listen to season 1 and 2. I guarantee you that. And I don't think he's listened to any of this season. Well, maybe some of this season, but when he left and stuff.
I don't know. Maybe he could be one of the Utah listeners. I forgot.
What?
So there's this guy on TikTok, Hooked on Helmets, and he did the Green Bay Packers one finally.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I sent a Patriots one, I believe, to a group chat for any of those who.
But back to what you were saying, Jeremy, you are the only one on this planet. I mean, maybe not. There's some people in India that love us a lot.
We are big in India.
You are big. So, to our knowledge, you're the only one that's listened, and that includes me and Nate, who has listened to every episode that we've released. So, I'm not sure what that means, but like Nate says, we need to have you on the show at some point in time, just to, like the biggest quote unquote fan, whatever it might be. Just, you've heard us talk. You know what we do.
Yeah, I know. Not this Monday because the in-laws might be leaving this Monday, but yeah, let me know what Monday you want to get me to jump on. I'll make sure I'm going to be around and whatnot. We'll figure it out.
Well, I do know that the CEO, the COO, and the president need to have another meeting here shortly because it is the end of the month about the next month and stuff. So
yeah,
we'll get that worked out.
I thought we were doing it at the 10th of the month.
We did, mother. You know what? I know, but you know how fast 12 days can go by? The Thursday before the 10th of the month. That's the idea. Which would be tonight in a week. But we do this show, so we got to figure something out.
Yeah, Thursdays was a bad choice of nights.
Well, there wasn't a real solid if this was going to keep going.
What, Talking Stuff or Thick and Thin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Not talking stuff, because I tell you right now, Jeremy.
Oh, I know. I've heard everything you guys say about it. Remember, if it wasn't for you, we'd still be doing this.
Yeah.
Nate will do this no matter what other show comes and goes. No matter who's on the show. It could be him by himself with his damn, lighter and a damn, fifth of whiskey. And he'd be like, welcome to Talking Stuff Podcast. Your host, Nate. And,
Co-host
Nate died. So,
and co-host Nate. And sub-co-host Nate.
I just start lighting my farts on fire.
Yeah, so.
There's a part of me that wants us to start talking about comic books. Like, just record myself and talk about the books I have. And
you could do that.
And just
I think at that point, you got to get Smitty's brother on a podcast with you just to talk about comic books.
I think him and my brother should be best friends. Seriously. As much as,
You're gonna give your LP to your brother?
LP and best friend are two different things.
Isn't that kind of a similarity?
Yeah, it's kind of like a wife and a best friend.
Aren't those supposed to be the same person in theory?
Oh,
they should be. No, they should be. They aren't, but they should be.
No, and that makes sense why Nate's divorced.
Twice.
Oh yeah, by the way,
went
Nate,
that far.
I've been divorced 3 times. Just remember who did it first.
Big Lou did it first.
See, Jeremy, what you missed out on with the Talking Stuff podcast, we have a chat, right? And he sent a picture of his with his mutton chops. Because remember who did this first? And I thought they were gorgeous. And of course, Chris being Chris, he's like, yeah, but yours look like, I forgot what he said, but it was
I said, I go, yeah, but
Wolverine if he ordered me off a Wish.
Yeah,
See,
I was like,
why don't you
Smitty
add me
looks
to
better.
that group chat.
And I thought that was funny as hell and stuff. And I was like, yeah, at some point in time, I'm going to tell Nate, but remember who did this first and that perfect opportunity. I get the first 3 times first.
The Chiefs are taking defensive end George Karlaftis, Purdue.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I forgot about him. Why is he in the first round? Chris?
I mean,
I guess, like you said, it's need versus talent.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not a bad defensive end at all. I mean, let's see, where do you have him at?
No, he's not a bad defensive end. I didn't even think about him being in the first round draft. I expected him to get drafted tomorrow.
I mean, right now, he's the 9th best overall player. And at his position, he is the 2nd. So overall, he's probably like the 8th or 9th best defensive end in the draft.
This draft has not gone anywhere close to how anyone expected it to.
No, the projections have been way off.
Yeah.
I mean, the top 10 was, at least the players were accurate. Where they went wasn't, but the top 10 was kind of, those are the top 10. After that, it's just been everywhere and anywhere.
It has. It's been, but he is a good player. I forgot all about him. Jesus.
Damn.
So on the Pittsburgh Steelers Facebook page, they have a picture of Pickett.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select George Karlaftis, defensive end, Purdue.
Okay, you were saying?
Oh, they have a picture of Kenny Pickett, and the caption says, "The pick it is in."
Jesus.
Okay,
That's
so
stupid.
Report is the Bengals select safety Daxton Hill out of Michigan. It looks like.
Yeah, I expected him to go early 2nd, so actually maybe even 1st.
I'm not positive, but that
he's a junior. He's a junior, isn't he?
No idea. And then
he's from a team that Chris does not like to talk about.
Michigan.
How dare you? I'm gonna have a Michigan flag in my bar when I have my bar up. So what am I saying?
Is it Michigan? Are we talking about Michigan?
No, we're not talking about Michigan.
Oh, so we're not talking about Michigan.
He's a good player though. I mean, even though
you can tell these later teams are getting tired because the pick is already in for the Bengals.
Well, I'm just saying that with Hill, the thing is about Hill, he couldn't cover any of the Ohio State receivers.
See, the Bengals already had their pick made like at 4, because that's usually where they're used to picking at.
Yeah.
So they had this.
They're like, this guy is off our list. This guy's off
Chris?
our list.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, like yes, Michigan won the game, but the receivers burnt him all damn game.
He's a good safety for but he's coming out with the receivers on. I mean,
I feel like he's probably a better run cover safety.
Yeah, so I mean, I expected him to go, but yeah, I guess I expected him to be in the first round. I didn't really think about it, but he wasn't going to drop much past the second for sure. So, not a bad pick, but yeah, compared to the receivers that were drafted, yeah, not good. So Bengals pick is already in?
Bengals pick is already in. We're just waiting for them to announce it. But Jeremy's already announced it.
They are going to go with Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson.
Are we sure?
Nope.
That's my pick.
The Bengals already made their pick.
Well, like you said, they made their picks at 4:00.
I will give you all $1 if I'm wrong.
Sweet, we're getting $1.
Yeah, because there's no way I'm right.
Rich.
I will tattoo all your favorite teams on my body. I'm joking. It's a joke.
I can't
think
wait
we're
for
still
that.
waiting for you to do the Packers tattoo anyways, aren't we?
Yeah,
well, I know. Well, as soon as Nate pays for it, I'm good to do it.
Well, you were supposed to come up here and do it.
Nate, you heard it right now.
Is that why you're coming up here this
That's
summer?
it. Nate said he'd pay for it. That was part of the bet.
I did not say that.
Do you have proof you did not say that?
I thought he was just
Yeah,
having his
in the group
tattoo guy
chat,
design
so.
it, and you were gonna get it done. I thought we had.
Yes,
I thought we had finalized a design for it.
We do. It's a dolphin. Gorgeous dolphin.
No, that was mine. Mine was the Dolphins fins up. His is the 1952 Green Bay Packer logo, or the 62 with the G-man. I don't know why I'm acting it out. You guys can't physically see me.
Yeah, you
but
need to
behind
take
this
down
paper,
your
I'm actually doing stuff.
It is It is a gorgeous picture. It's a gorgeous tattoo, and that is the agreement. But we did not agree where I was going to put it. That's really up to me still. So
I say it goes in your left cheek.
Well, I was going to put it where no one could see it, but that's not fair.
Well, there's enough surface area. You could probably put it on your left nut.
I was going to say left nut.
It's his right one. His right one's the big one.
That's the one that makes the trails in the sand.
Which is weird because my left nut's the one I already sit on. So.
That's because the other one's on the floor. You're walking on the right one
day.
Well, when we're 300 years,
sit on
can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow? Yes, I can.
We're 3,000 years old.
Smitty moved back to the south, because when he gets sweaty, it's just going to leave a snail trail behind him.
Why do you think his plan is to move north?
Yeah, so that way they shrivel up a little bit.
You guys are going to have people thinking that I'm deformed.
That's what we're here for. We just got to get all these future girlfriends to watch our shows, and they'll know.
I do think your testicles might shrivel up a little bit when you move up north, though.
Well, maybe I do.
They'll get tighter.
Mine do hang a little bit longer in the south.
They'll hang an inch off the ground, Vice, dragging behind you.
Just think, you all got to look forward to that.
If I get that close, I'll just have Gail shoot me and bury me in the backyard.
If it happens to you, Travis, you're not going anywhere. You're going to need a wheelchair.
That's because it's so big anyway already.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to need a wheelbarrow to carry him around.
Con, where's the Vikings pick? How long is 10 minutes?
The Vikings are picking now?
They should be on the clock.
Wait, who did we miss?
The Bengals. We're waiting for the Bengals to officially make their pick, and then the Vikings are the last pick of the night. As long as they don't trade out.
Andrew Booth is going to go to the Vikings. I mean, to the Bengals. And then Vikings. The Vikings are going to pick.
Who's left?
Oh God, I'm thinking
left
of
out of
I'm
the
thinking of
first
this guy. Oh, he's a defensive guy.
That guy with that face and that name.
No, he's a great player. He's not a great player, but
He's an okay player.
Montana. Minnesota, from Minnesota. Defensive line guy. Not Coffee. McCahey. You're not helping me at all, Chris.
You tell me.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
So the Vikings select safety Lewis Kine with the 32nd pick per source.
Well, what did the Bengals do?
Per which source?
Per the Twitter sources.
Per the Twitter?
What we don't know what the Bengals did. Well, who the Bengals picked?
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Well, who was it?
We don't know.
They've been on the pick is in for a hot minute.
Daxton Hill.
The kid from Michigan.
Oh.
Yes, Daxton Hill. Remember you said that he couldn't cover the Ohio State receivers?
2022 NFL Draft. The AFC
Oh, I did say that.
Cincinnati Bengals
See?
select Daxton Hill, defensive back, Michigan.
So he's a safety.
Well, that just means that Booth is going to go to Minnesota.
And no,
It just
Lewis Kine.
updated and it says the pick is in on the app
Yup.
for Minnesota.
Yeah, well, it's Lewis Kine.
I wish they would like.
I don't know who that is.
Talk about this guy for a second and then just go like, all right, let's. Yup, Minnesota, the pick is in. They're ready to go to bed.
That was long. That was long.
Well, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we're 2 hours 56 minutes, and we started 3 minutes before they got the first pick.
I told you they weren't picked before 8:15, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but the first 10 picks went so fast compared to the last damn.
Yeah, it was the middle ones.
They were fast and furious at the beginning.
Yeah, they were fast and furious, and then everybody traded picks to get more picks in the latter rounds.
It's just like the Fast and Furious the movies. The first few came out like nothing, then they just been dragging it on forever.
In the last 10 picks, they're like, we got to fill up this time. Like, I think it was Jeremy that said that. It's like, we're going to just hold this off forever because there's no reason the last 3 picks should have took this long.
No.
The pick has been in longer than they've actually been on the board, apparently.
Yeah, they were on the board for about 10 seconds before I saw the pick is in. And once the Vikings once they announce their official pick, we are done.
It's Lewis Kine.
Who's Lewis Kine?
Yeah, what do we know
Georgia
about him?
safety.
So what do we know about him?
I should know
Chris?
that too.
He's a safety out of Georgia.
That's what Jeremy
Well-
knows. What else do we know?
Not a lot.
I'm happy that I said that Johnson was coming off the board in the first round. Thank God he did. And I
He's
said
number
that
3
they were running
safety.
on wide receivers.
Yeah, he's the number 3 safety behind the kid from Michigan and then Hamilton from Notre Dame.
Okay, well, that's not bad.
Do we think that's going to help the Vikings at all?
No.
No, he won't. He won't play. He'll be like he won't start. I don't think. I think he will. He might get some subbing positions, and maybe start actively next year, or Why is everybody so quiet?
I don't know. I think we're all
'Cause
gotten tired.
We're all tired. We're all
Hey,
over
it's
this
Nate.
draft.
Hey, Nate's there.
I want you to know I'm doing this right now instead of seeing a certain young lady. I want you to know that.
Why the fuck are you doing that?
By
Yeah.
young,
Oh,
do
yeah.
you mean 70 or 80?
32, I think, maybe 28. I'm not sure. Well, she's a crack whore, so I didn't know.
So she might be 12.
No, seriously, she's a recovering crack addict. She's a
How much?
Did that come up on the first date? Did she say that was okay?
It really did. It really did.
Did she say that was okay to talk about?
That explains a lot.
Yeah, she had no teeth. I was like, well, I used to use heroin and crack. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, well, that just makes my night easier.
Hey, you want to know what no teeth means?
Why is this pig not coming yet?
Because the NFL needs to make it 3 hours or over 3 hours. It's got to be like 3.5 hours. But Jimmy Kimmel Live is next.
I said, how much is the hotel room, Smitty?
$110.
Oof. Is it worth it?
He doesn't know yet.
I had to sleep somewhere anyhow because I wasn't driving home because I was drunk. So, yeah, I was gonna sleep there regardless. So,
You was either there or your car, and you decided that the hotel room was a bit more comfortable.
Exactly. So, wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it could be worse. I've slept in worse places. I was in the military for a long time.
Well, all I knew is like it was all said and done. I was like, you know what? Where's the nearest hotel? I'm getting a hotel. And she showed me where it was, and I got a hotel room. And well, there you go.
Did it charge by the hour?
It may have, but I wasn't even really. I do remember the next morning I woke up. I couldn't find my shorts because she was wearing them.
With the 32nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Lewis Cine, defensive back, Georgia.
Well, another safety. Last safety out of the draft.
Yep.
All right. Thank God that is all she wrote. This is always the longest show. It's always an interesting show. But it's time to say goodbye.
That's all, folks.
Bye.